Hey everybody. Are we live? I think we're live, yeah. Push the button before I, Anyways, you already know. Hope you guys are ready. We're on the beach. We're gonna start the whole show off right off the beach. Right off on the beach. I just came from the beach. And let's get this bad boy rolling. Alright. Got a little music in the background. Let me know if it's a little too loud. Not loud enough. What have you. We got Lambo back there. You know, hanging out. Hope everybody's excited. I see a bunch of questions already here. Let's go through the questions real quick. Let's go through the questions, you know, lightning round, and then we'll get back to everything. But again, as you guys already know, you guys can ask me anything, and I'm here to answer everything. All right, so here we go. Number one, Dad said, which supermarket has the best rotisserie chicken? Honestly, I don't know, because I don't buy rotisserie chicken in the grocery store in Merida or in Mexico. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because Mexico has a very rich history. Well, I don't know if they have a rich history or not, but they have rotisserie chicken all over the place. So just like you're going to find tacos all over the place, you're going to find rotisserie chicken all over the place as well. So that's also like a welcome kind of like addition, you know, to that, since we all love rotisserie chicken. So if you love rotisserie chicken, you're gonna love Mexico because they have it everywhere. So that's like a lot of people, like when they're trying to just sell food, small business, you know how we talk about that a lot. That's like one of the easiest small businesses anyone can set up. All you gotta do is get like a rotisserie type thing, machine, get some chickens, cook them, sell them. All right, by the way, I hope we don't have any electrical issues tonight. You know, I apologize in advance if for whatever reason this live stream gets cut off or what have you. And we might go live again, you know, just depending on when we get cut off, all right? Or not, you know, depending on how far along we are with the show today, all right? So just keeping it all exciting, because you never know what could happen. But anyways, knock on wood, right? We don't have any electrical issues, and we can stay live, you know, throughout the whole show. All right. So anyways, all right, let's so that's a rotisserie chicken question. Anyone else out there has any other questions? Please feel free to go on and ask. You can tell I'm excited, right? Or I'm something. All right. J Vol says cost of pet food, cat litter in Merida. I don't know. I don't have a cat. But I do have a dog, and I do know that one of those big, 50-pound bags or 100-pound bags of dog food, you know, whatever the big jumbo bags of dog food is, it's around 600 pesos a month. 500, 600 pesos, give or take, you know. I would say 600 pesos just to be safe a month. Or not a month. Every time I get a bag, which is every few months. I apologize, all right? So depending on how many dogs, how many animals, how many whatever. But it's a lot more affordable. I mean, look, I buy Gizmo dry dog food, okay? And I also supplement his dinner every night with other things that I add to his dry food, so that he's not eating those dry pebbles all the time, so that he has something else to go with it, you know? So what I usually do is, like, I'll have some chicken that I'll cook, all right? And I'll use the broth. I'll cook some chicken in some, just some water. You know what I mean? Just plain chicken and water. And then I'll use that broth, all right, for Gizmo's dinner, all right? And then I'll save the chicken. I'll break it up for him, and then I'll give him that. So that's what I spend on Gizmo, you know what I mean? That's what I feed him. So I don't know, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not a... All right, next question. All right, we got Joe Peach out there. ¿Qué fue primero, la gallina o el huevo? Oh, man, you got me there. I don't know. I have no idea. I would say la gallina. All right, next question. By the way, shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone in the, you know, just hanging out. I see you guys. I see everyone out there. There's a bunch of you guys. So shout out to everyone. Welcome to the show. We're starting off with a bang today. Usually, I like to kind of give it some time, but we're starting off with the bang. I see people already asking me questions, so whatever. We're gonna go right into it. We are celebrating 15,000 subscribers, but you know, even though that's like a very monumental number, and I'm like so, you know, wow by it. At the same time, I'm almost like, You know, 15,000 subscribers. All right, we're here. Yay. Let's move on. You know, just being honest. You know me. I can't stop myself. And but it is monumental. I got to keep reminding myself that it's been a while. When we began the year, we were only at 7,000 subscribers, and we've been basically, you know, adding about 1,000 subscribers a month. You know, all the way up until now. And here we are, you know, 15,000 plus. So shout out to all of you guys for being here, for everyone that's subscribed, you know, and for everyone that hasn't subscribed, you know, well, if you do subscribe, I'll give you a shout out, okay? But otherwise, you know, it's just, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, shout out to everyone watching anyways. Bruh. So, all right. Let me see. So anyway, shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me see if we got more questions. Have you tried all the guisados? Well, a guisado is basically a stew, you know, and there's like a million zillion stews or guisados, you know what I mean? Like that stewing, you know, a stewed thing. That's what guisado means, you know? So honestly, there's like infinite amounts of guisados, because like even if you have the same recipe for a guisado, you know, let's say a mole, I don't know, you know, pork and tomato sauce, you know, whatever it is, everyone's gonna have their own version of that particular guisado. So have I tried all the guisados? No, I haven't, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. And, you know, I try every single one that's brought to me. But yeah, that's what a guisado is. Guisado is just like loosely translates to stew or stewed or like a stew. So it's basically you know, however you're gonna cook it. You know, something that's cooked in like a sauce or like a stew type thing. You know, what have you? That would be typically called a guisado. You know what I mean? So just you know, for future reference, okay, of what guisado is or what that is. Are there any herbal dispensaries? No, there are no herbal dispensaries yet, unfortunately. So I'll keep you posted. As you guys already know, I've covered the topic. You know, I can't really talk about that, you know, as you know. So that's why I do specific episodes talking about it, so that when they get demonetized, you know, it is what it is. It's only one episode. But when that happens, I will, you know, let everybody know with a video. But right now, you know, it's the same thing where we were the last time I made a video on the topic, which is like, you know, so whatever, you know, it is what it is. Look, so I mean, as long as it's legal, and it's really not treated, you know, like a major thing, that's really all that matters or should matter. But yeah, eventually, you know, we'll get to all the, you know, the proper legalization of it, and when they do, I'll make a video on it. All right. But anyway, saludos to everybody out there. True Wisdom says, my temporary visa expired. How, right? Is that what you're saying? How long can I wait to renew? Well, I mean, if it already expired, you don't have a visa. So you might have to reapply from the beginning. You might have to, you know, right now you don't have a visa. So, you know, you're going to have to leave and enter. You might have to pay a fine. I don't know. Because I don't know how it is with the residency visa situation. But long story short, you know, right now, if you're expired, then you have no visa. So that means that you need to probably, most likely, start the process again. All right. True Wisdom, do you think it's better to work in Mexico with the dollar dropping? Depends on the job. If you're going to work, you know, at the OXXO, or any kind of like minimum wage, you know, job like, you know, McDonald's or what have you, you're going to get paid like, you know, 5,000-6,000 pesos a month, you know. Typical low wage jobs are, you know, very low. But, you know, high specialty jobs, you know, you'll probably get paid more. So it depends on what you do. You know, if you're like a tech guy and you speak more than one language, and you have a lot of skills, you know, that are hard to come by around here, then yeah, they'll probably get paid really good. Or at least get paid in pesos, and it might not be the best salary, but hey, you're getting paid in pesos, you know, which is a salary or a currency, which is what is it like, getting stronger as opposed to losing value. You know, it's gaining value every day. But again, you know, everyone keeps asking me about getting a job in Mexico. Listen, you know, more and more every day, yes, that's more of an option, believe it or not. You know, I used to talk about this like, no, you're crazy, you're never gonna, you know, find the real good job here. But the reality is that, you know, more and more jobs are becoming more and more readily available, you know, to people. But the big caveat, big but, all right, big buts, and I cannot lie, is you need to know Spanish. I mean, you know, come on, you know, like, you know, don't be thinking that you can just come out here with no Spanish, all right, with minimal Spanish and get a job. Where? How are you going to get a job? Doing what? You need Spanish. You need Spanish for a gazillion things, and especially if you're going to be working, you know, any kind of job, because everything's in Spanish. I wonder what they're saying. Can you guys hear in the background? It sounds like a new something. They're selling something new out there. That's why I'm kind of like quiet and listening. It doesn't sound like the usual elote guy or, you know, other items. Okay. Is Merida the most secure city in Mexico? I heard all of Mexico is under the control of the cartels and is very dangerous. The reality is that, yes, the answer is yes. Merida is considered the safest city in all of Mexico. The region of the Yucatan Peninsula and the whole region around here is considered also some of the safest, okay, in all of Mexico. But the reality is that, you know, yes, you know, the whole country is having, you know, a whole, you know, cartel war situation, but they all kind of keep to themselves, and it's not what people think it is. All right, so that's just the reality of it. All right, and it's more like, okay, like right now, you know, there's a war out there in Eastern Europe, and you know, they say one thing on the news, right? And then when you look at the reality of a lot of what's going on over there, you know, it doesn't look as bad, you know, meaning that the war zone outside of a small area, you know, or certain areas, most places are, you know, they're okay. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, death and destruction everywhere. So if Mexico is in a war right now and it's, you know, the whole cartel situation, well, just, you got to look at it like that, where there's an actual war with tanks and all this other stuff over there on the other side of the world right now. And if you look at, you know, typical life in those areas, you know, it's still kind of normal for the most part, like pretty normal, you know, almost, you know, nothing's going on per se. And so the same thing out here, you know what I mean? Like nothing's going on, you know, those wars, you know, all that gang stuff, all that stuff is away from public eye. And very rarely does anyone really come in contact with any of that stuff. So you really have nothing to worry about. And that's the truth, okay? Again, unless you yourself are somehow involved, which again, I don't recommend you get involved in anything like that for too many obvious reasons. You know, you don't want to die anyway. So the reality is that what you need to do, okay, is not worry so much. You know what I mean? Because again, especially if you're coming from the US. Now if you're coming from Canada, Europe, etc., I get it. You know, you might have a little more heightened, you know, sense of scarcity, you know, whatever, because things are whatever. But like and if you're coming from most parts of the USA, yeah, it's more dangerous and, you know, a lot worse in your country at the moment than it is here. And this is coming from me, an American, all right, knowing exactly what's going on over there. So, you know, hope that answers your question. It's not as dangerous as it sounds, but yes, it is dangerous in some parts, but very rarely are you going to be in those parts anyway. So shout out to everybody out there in the chat. Let me see more questions. Have you noticed price increases? I made a video on that whole topic that I dropped on Sunday. You guys should check it out. But long story short, the prices have not really increased. You know, the price has really, you know, kind of like been stable, been the same. You know, it might go up, it might go down. But the reality is that, you know, it's pretty stable, you know, for the most part. What's causing a price increase, you know, for most foreigners these days is the exchange rate. You know, the fact that the exchange rate is, you know, not favoring you guys anymore. So the dollar keeps losing value, the Canadian dollar, the euro, whatever, against the peso, you know. And again, I made a whole video talking about that. And, you know, in that video, I also, you know, put numbers up and, you know, a bunch of other, you know, useful things that you guys can use in order to, you know, really go deeper into the subject of, you know, why, you know, prices have increased, you know, by 20% and counting, you know, and it has nothing to do with the actual price increase. In pesos, everything's basically the same. In fact, in some things, you know, some prices have gone down in pesos, and in some things prices have gone up, but for the most part, like I said, stable. But yeah, you know, if you're buying in dollars, you know, meaning that you always have dollars or other currencies and you constantly have to exchange them for pesos, then yes, it's getting expensive. So. Let me see. When we're looking at the questions, here I'll put a little music in the background. Looking for questions. So remember, we're just doing a question and answer session, celebrating 15,000 subscribers. Woohoo! That was a bit loud. I apologize for that.
Bruh.
Yeah, there we go. Let me see. Would you ever share what YouTube pays at each milestone? Well, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? They don't pay per milestone. You know, really, they pay per views. They pay, you know, basically on watch time. There's like so many variables, you know, that really, you know, when it comes, you know, like to pay. Plus, you know, memberships. You know, people sell merch, a lot of merch, very little merch. You know, offer other services. So there's like a lot of ways, you know, which people can make income. You know, I've been able to monetize the whole YouTube thing and what I do, you know, as much as possible, to put food on the table. But the reality is that like it doesn't work per milestone. You know what I mean? There's people that, you know, have like a lot more subscribers than I do and probably make a lot less than I do, or about the same. You know, so it's all relative. You know, the reality is like, you know, again, like it really does pay per views. You know what I mean? The more views you have and the longer the watch time, as far as I know, that's really what counts, not subscribers or anything like that. Those are all like, it doesn't even matter. Let me see. Questions. Oh, what's the music? It's on my channel. If you guys want to know the music, just go to my regular channel. You guys like that music? Here, I'll put a link to the music in the chat if you're interested. It's on my original regular channel. All right. Did I keep my US phone number? No, not really. No, I got a new US phone number, a free US phone number, and then I just have a Mexican phone number. And whenever I communicate with anyone, it doesn't matter what part of the planet they're on, you know, it's through WhatsApp. Most people around the world can talk to people, you know, through WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever, you know, messaging app, but like WhatsApp, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's how I talk to my mom. That's how I talk to my friends. You know, that's how I talk to just about everybody. And in some cases, you know, people can still chat also like through Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, you know, yada, yada, yada. So, do I still buy gold and silver? Well, I don't buy gold because I can't afford it, you know. But yeah, you know, whenever I get a little extra for savings, yeah, you know what I mean? Like right now, I haven't had much extra, you know, per se. But yeah, you know, when I can. But the thing is that even when I do have extra and I go to the bank, most of the time they've been sold out these days. So, you know, it has to be like an impulse buy that I'm somewhere, I'm at a market, I see like a silver dealer, you know what I mean? Like at the flea market or just a market or what have you. And, you know, maybe I'll buy a coin from that person, you know what I mean? Basically, you know, so but that's it. I mean, right now, I haven't been able to buy much silver due to the fact that it's hard to come by at the banks. So hope that makes sense. So yeah, we got flies out here. Living in the jungle ain't easy. Anyways, but it's fun. All right. Hold on.
Bruh.
Okay. So all right, let's see. Let's see more questions. Jose, is it easy to get a driver's license on your own? I have a permanent residency and I've been offered a service for 100 US to get it for me. I mean, you know, the thing is, it really depends on the state. Depends on the state, you know. So in some states, it is just as restrictive or more restrictive, you know, like difficult, you know, like in the U.S. or other places. But in other states, you know, like in Mexico City, you just basically show up with a phone bill, some cash, and you got a license. That's it. So and I'm talking about to like the official place. So, like, if you are in a state in which it's very, very difficult to get, or it's very similar to like the USA, then I might not recommend it because it might just be a fake ID. You know what I mean? That's like very fake, or it might be a real ID. I don't know. But the reality is, it's just going to depend on the state, and and then if you have a fake ID, it's not recommended because even though in Mexico most of the things are like a slap on the wrist, if you have a fake Mexican anything, fake Mexican. ID or any kind of like official paperwork. Oh my God, they really, for whatever reason, they clamp down on that, and you can get in trouble for that. So the reality is like, you will guaranteed to get more in trouble by having zero license. I mean, sorry. You will guarantee to get more in trouble, to be more in trouble, okay, if you have a fake license, okay, or a fake ID, and they determine it's fake, as opposed to having no license, where no license is basically sometimes just a slap on the wrist, a fine at most, that's really the reality. So, and the thing is, like, if you have a license from another country, you're good to go. You got a license from another country. You got a license. It's a driver's license out here is just a driver's license. That's it. Only that. And if you're an adult, you know what I mean, and you've already come very far in life, and the cop can determine that. Listen, they're not gonna be busting your balls, over that permit, okay? Because that's all it is. You know what I mean? It's just like a permission. Can I have permission to drive my car? That's all it is. That's how it's really looked at out here. So depends on the state, depends on the area, but for the most part, if you got a license from another country, your own country, you're good to go. That's basically your license. You really don't need a Mexican one, all right, per se, unless you are a citizen, and then you're most likely gonna need a Mexican license, but don't quote me on that either. Oh, that's a great question. Cominthia, right? Sorry. Jose, have you ever been contacted by the local government about the positive content you create, news or newspapers? No, not at all. In fact, a lot of people don't consider my content to be as positive as others consider it. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be great, you know what I mean, if I were able to get contacted by some official anything. But no, never, ever. And I've been here 5 years, and but yeah, I mean, the thing is maybe because of my honest opinion. That's probably why. And I'm not looking to, have anyone buy my opinion or buy my, I'm not looking into any of that, But if anyone's looking for, honest representation, yeah. And again, I share everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, so I don't know. But yeah, no, to answer the question, no, I have never been contacted. And, if somebody would contact me, that'd be great. That'd be awesome, sure. I'm up for anything for the most part. Does one really need a VPN in Mexico? I mean, for what? Depends. I don't know what you're going to need I never use a VPN. Very rarely have I really ever used a VPN. So it really depends on what you're looking for, but I don't, no need a VPN per se. Thank you guys, thank you. All right, let me see any more questions. Am I visiting any states? Am I visiting any other states anytime soon? Well, not really. Not anytime soon. I don't have any, funds to fund a trip anytime soon. But, yeah, I would love to travel. Maybe in the future. But you never know. You know what I mean? Like, life is spontaneous. I might end up in, God knows where, for the winter Christmas. Maybe I should do a GoFundMe, right? There's some crap like that, if you guys want me to travel somewhere. Let me know. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. You know, if you would like to do something like that, you know, like it's not like I need much. We don't need much for a trip out here. It's like a few $1,000s, you know, or some crap like that, you know, to travel for like a week. But like, if you're interested, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if you got a couple $1,000s, well, I mean, I'm sure with everybody wants to pull together something, you know? Anyways, sorry. I hate asking. I hate doing all that stuff. But yeah, if you guys in the audience want to see something like that, you know, see me and Christian travel elsewhere, and you guys want to fund it and you want to set something up like that, yeah, 100%, we'll do it. We'll do it for Christmas. We'll do it all that, you know, so. That was pretty meta, huh, David? I think that's what the kids call it these days, right? That's meta. How's it going, David? Shout out to you. Hope you guys are doing awesome in Vermont. We'll miss you out here. Let me see. Oh, someone's asking me. I heard Mexican pharmacy sells stuff. The U.S. pharmacy requires a prescription from a doctor. I don't know. You know, the reality is that, like, you know, it seems to be the same as back home. You know what I mean? For things that you most likely will need a prescription, you'll need it. And for those that you don't, you don't. In fact, there are more things that are over the counter, you know, don't need a prescription for. But for the most part, you do need a prescription for most things. You know what I mean? That you would need a prescription for. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to say there. Sorry. But yeah, no. You know, I think it's pretty similar. So let me see. Anytime. Oh, no, questions. What are you cooking for dinner tonight? That's a great question. I'm actually a pizza. So that's another story. But yeah, we're just having a pizza tonight. So Kristen's actually going to leave for swimming lessons in a little bit, if she hasn't already. And then when she gets back, we're going to order a pizza. And she'll be wrapping up the show around then. So just a pizza tonight. Went to the beach yesterday. Had a nice day at the beach. Very nice. So we went to Progresso, and yeah, you know, we just spent the day at the Progresso. You know, had a little picnic. You know, got a little palapa. You know, one of those. You know, palapa is one of those things that you see there. Those wooden roofs thingies. Anyways, we rented that for like I think $10. You know, and $11 the exchange rate today. $12. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, but 200 pesos, right? 200 pesos to rent the palapa, and we just palapa'd our asses under there. Hold on, where's... Man, I gotta have these things more, you know, what is it? You know, more accessible. These, you know, certain sound effects. I need to have a soundboard. See, the sound effect I was looking for was... Am I even gonna find it? There it is, this one. But this is the one I deserve.
Bruh.
Okay, anyway, shout out to everyone out there. No, you do need... Okay, so Angel Pavelo says, yeah, antibiotics and such, true, no prescription. But you do need prescription for antibiotics. But look, you're right. Look, Angel, I don't know, I'm guessing you're Mexican. Angel is saying... You know, you don't need a prescription. But look, for example, let's say you need a antibiotic, right? And you got a prescription. I mean, you're going to the pharmacy and you're, whatchamacallit, and you're giving them, okay. You're going to the pharmacy with your antibiotic prescription. They're going to ask for it. You know what I mean? So if you go in person. But when you're ordering online, you know, on the phone, you know, for them to bring it to you, you know, most of the, you know, they're always going to ask for it. It's like, okay, you know, make sure to have the prescription ready, you know, so you can show it to the driver. But the driver never cares, never asks, never anything. They just deliver the medicine. So that's one way to get around it. But I don't know how it is with other heavy medication. But long story short, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. It's not as anal as it is in the USA, all right, when it comes to all that stuff. So... Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can buy the blue pills, you know, the blue, you know, thingy pills, Viagra's. You can buy those, no prescription. You can buy a lot of things, no prescription. Yeah, you're right. Allergy medicine, whatever. Yeah. When do I think the train will be finished? The Mayan train? I don't know. I think soon. 6 months to a year, I would say. The bus to the beach, yeah, you could take the bus to the beach. I think it was like 30 pesos, but we didn't take the bus to the beach. All right, so we took another route to the beach to get easier. But I think it's like 30 pesos, you know. But let me see more questions. Do I use any TV device? I don't have a TV in my house. I don't have a TV in my house. I just have a computer. That's it. Christian computer as well. We're younger folks, I guess. I don't know. So we do most of our stuff on the computers, laptops, phones. That's it. You know, no TVs. I haven't had a TV in a while. But anyways, yeah, 30 pesos for the beach. Okay, so that's like, I don't know, $2. Man, you guys keep talking about the whole VPN situation. So why do you guys need a VPN? I'm not quite sure what you want a VPN for. What do you use a VPN for? Because I don't use a VPN for anything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can talk more about it But I mean, in my situation, I don't use a VPN. I can't really remember the times that I use a VPN, you know, for anything. You know? Not these days anymore. I mean, I think when I first got here, I had to. I don't even know. It was things that later on I figured out I didn't need a VPN to access those things anyway. So, because like, okay, I'll give you an example. So, for example, let's say you go to ESPN.com here in Mexico. So when you go to ESPN.com in Mexico, it's always gonna prompt you to ESPN Mexico. And yes, it's very annoying. So you can connect, you know, to a VPN. Okay, bye. Deja, enciende una luz aunque sea para que no esté todo oscuro. Bye, bye. Was like, oh yeah, so the VPN. So long story short, yeah, so like, you know, you can connect to a VPN, so that way when you go to ESPN.com, it's always, you know, the American version. But that's assuming that you type ESPN.com all the time. I usually have, you know, most of my stuff on like my favorites tab, or I got a whole favorites thing. So, you know, when I save my favorite, I'm already saved to the US site, US version, US whatever, and I just click on it and that's it. And I can go on and on, you know what I mean? So, you know, for the few things that I would want, like let's say, you know, ESPN USA, or I can't think of anything else really, you know. Oh yeah, Amazon USA, AutoZone USA, you know, to like cross check, you know, auto parts, you know, when I'm buying auto parts here in Mexico. Because again, if you type AutoZone.com in Mexico, it's going to go straight to AutoZone.com.mx or whatever, which is the Mexican website. But you're in Mexico, so isn't that the website you want? Same thing with Amazon, you know, and things like that. So, you know, to me, I don't really need a VPN. You know, if I need to go to Amazon USA, I click on one button. If I need to go to Amazon Mexico, I click on the other button. You know, it's that easy. I'm telling you, it's that easy. Also, if you need a VPN, there's a free VPN. It's called Proton VPN. I'll write it in the thing, because I know a lot of you guys are paying for VPNs, but it's like I don't know what you guys need a VPN for. Maybe you guys can shed some more light in the comments as to why you need a VPN, but I don't know. For me, I never really needed a VPN. Oh, shout out to Teresa out there with the first $3. Well, hopefully the first, but anyways, it don't matter. Even if it's no more, only $3, we're good to go. Shout out to Teresa out there with a $3 super chat, celebrating 15,000 subscribers. You know what? How about this? Maybe I'll do things like you know, $50 a shot. If anyone out there is wants me to, you know, take shots of water or something. Actually, this is the sound effect of everybody at the same time groaning like this.
Bruh.
All right. Anyways, I've already had a few libations, you know, before we started the show. All right. Anyways, but yeah, for example, like, you know, if If you have a job in which you need to be connected to the USA grid, you know, you still need a VPN. But the reality is that most VPNs, you know, they really have all back doors. So everyone that has a VPN, how do I say this? Like the websites and all the information online that is really trying to protect you from anything, you know what I mean? Or protect you or what have you. All these things are, if you're using a VPN, they know that you're using a VPN. If you really want to use a real VPN, this is not advice of any kind, okay? You could do your own research. But if you really want a VPN, you got to be a little bit more tech savvy and do a little more research and then use a little bit more of a difficult to use VPN or more expensive VPN, and then that's a real VPN. If you know what I'm saying, meaning that you're really connected to something else and nobody knows, and you're connected to Helsinki or Dallas, Texas, or whatever it is, okay? But the reality is that like 99% of all the VPNs out there, it's just giving you like the again, like I said, just giving you the convenience of what I just described earlier, you know, with the ESPN.com.Mexico, you know, or AutoZone, or, you know, Amazon, or whatever other website like that, you know what I mean? That's always going to prompt you to the Spanish version, all right? Hey, shout out to Joe Peach out there for the $5. Shout out to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. All right. Hey, 1 second real quick, okay? I got to check on something outside. Uno minuto, por favor. What's my favorite tequila? I don't know. I'm not a big tequila guy, you know. And I like mezcal. Mezcal's really good. Mezcal's awesome. But, you know, in Mexico, there's a lot of really good tequilas and mezcals and stuff like that. And usually when I'm drinking that stuff, I'm drinking it with other people that know how to drink that. So they give me whatever they're drinking, and it's awesome. But I don't know much about that. When it comes to what I drink, I like to drink Jameson. I like to drink whiskey. You know, I like J&B. I like Jameson. You know, I like a good whiskey, you know, of something similar to that. You know, but I mean, I'll drink anything. But again, what else? I hate vodka. I'm not a big fan of beer, even though yesterday at the beach I had several beers. I love wine. You know, I used to be, again, a chef. So, you know, the wine stuff. Yeah, you know, whatever. All right, 1 second. I got to check on something. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with Lambo, if that's okay with you. All right. Uno segundo, por favor. Muchas gracias. We're back. Didn't take long, I promise. Check. Hey. I gotta get in better shape. I mean, I'm in shape all right. Nice round. Is alcohol cheap in Mexico? Yes, very cheap. Yeah, I mean, really what makes alcohol expensive more than anything else, besides branding, promoting, you know, the whole labeling, you know, of all that stuff, is taxes. And there's no real tax on alcohol, or whatever the tax is low. I don't know. But, you know, it's not expensive. Because a bottle of Jameson is like, like $20. I can buy a bottle of Cuban rum for like anywhere, depending on the aging on the Cuban rum, anywhere from like 12 to like 17, 18, 25 bucks, you know, give or take, for Cuban rum. And I'm talking about like, you know, deep dark añejo, you know, rum, caramel rum, you know, all the way to like the light, you know, see-through, clear, very young, Bacardi looking Cuban rum. Yeah, they sell Cuban rum out here because, you know, Cuba and Mexico are not in a fight. So, you know what I'm saying? There's no like turmoil there, so you can get Cuban stuff out here. Let me see. People in Mexico love to drink for whatever reason. They love to drink Buchanan's whiskey. I never really heard of Buchanan's whiskey until I moved to Mexico. I don't even know where the hell that's from. But they love to drink that shit out here for whatever reason. What's my, again, yeah, I already answered the mezcal tequila recipe, you know? But like, you know, like, so yeah, like, I mean, I was in Oaxaca and I had like basically, you know, moonshine to mezcal, you know, I don't know, mezcal that was basically poured into like a plastic bottle for me to drink. And, it was awesome. So, you know, but I love mezcal. I'm a big fan. I wasn't a fan until I moved here. And then I was like, wow, it's the best. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. But yeah, wine's great. Where can you get a good cappuccino? I don't know. Your house? I make my own cappuccino. What is the ice cream like in Mexico, Jose? It's amazing. It's freaking awesome. You know, me and Christian met at Helados Colon, you know, which is an ice cream place, you know what I mean? That's famous out here. They have 2 locations, one on Paseo Montejo, one in El Centro. We met there. There's tons of great ice cream. You know, there's a lot of places called La Michoacana, but really what that is that's in the style of Michoacan, because Michoacan is really good ice cream. So they have, you know, whatever you're gonna see ice cream places that are called La Michoacana everywhere, and they're all different. You know what I mean? Not you know, none of them are the same. You know, it's not one brand, you know, like Starbucks and McDonald's. No, it's just in that style. But most of them kind of like look the same. I don't know why. Maybe they're trying to do that. But anyways, long story short, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the ice cream is really good out here because it's made with natural ingredients, you know, natural stuff, you know, for the most part. You know, they also got crap ice cream, you know, like the ice cream they sell at the supermarket too. But I mean, I get my ice cream like a few blocks from here, from a home, you know, someone that makes it homemade and has an ice cream store. Does Mexico have hot Cheetos, or is it only in Mexico? What? I don't know what that means. But yeah, they love hot Cheetos and they love all that hot. Almost everything has spices in it, you know? Candy. A lot of candy has spices in it. It's crazy. So, anyways. Oh, shout out to LG for the $5. Shout out to you out there, brother. Or man. I'm guessing you're a brother. What's the ratio of expat women to expat men? I have no idea. I don't know. I got no clue. I don't know. I thought it was 1-to-1. Not 4-to-1. I don't know. Wait, no, I don't know if it's that much, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I have never taken a poll. But I mean, for me, more like 1-to-1. I don't know. It doesn't really. I mean, is that what you mean? Like, you know, expats to expats, right? Yeah, 4-to-1. I mean, 1-to-1, 1-to-1. I guess. I don't know. That is non-official. All right. Oh, if you need a good hairdresser, you'll find tons of good hairdressers, you know. You can get a really, really expensive one and pay U.S. prices, or you can get yourself one from the neighborhood and pay the neighborhood price like everybody else does, you know. Like a few hundred pesos instead of, a few thousand pesos. Let me see what other questions. Do chupacabras exist in Mexico? I think so. They're from Latin America, right? I'll say yes. Let me see. Yucatan in a 5 to 10 year outlook, another Americanized Cancun, PDC. No. I mean, I don't think so. I think that honestly, I'm seeing it more and more every day. What I've said a while ago, that this area is going to be like a playground for the rich, and mostly rich Mexicans, but rich from everywhere. And, we're starting to slowly see it kind of transfer into that, That's it. So right now, you know what I mean? Like, I've already seen people that have, friends of mine, you know, that have sold their homes out here that they bought many years ago, and they sold it, you know, many of them have sold it for a major profit, and they've sold it mainly to other Mexicans, which I've been very surprised of. And, you know, they're looking to just get back in to the real estate market or move, you know, or just, you know, move out, you know, different situations. But long story short, yeah, no, this area is going to keep booming, but it's not what, you know, people think it is, you know. You know, expats, you know, aka foreigners, you know, from the USA or Canada or Europe, but I'm just going to stick with USA and Canada. They're a small minority. I mean, even though there might be a bigger minority, then, you know, it's not, they're really small. It's not a huge minority of the major population. Think about it. There's 1 million people living in Merida. How many people are expats? Think about it. 10,000? Let's just say 10,000. You know, that's a large number. I don't think it's that many. But let's just say 10,000 Americans and Canadians out here. How much of the population is that really? Maybe 20,000. Let's just say 20,000 Americans and Canadians live out here. 20,000 people out of 1 million. Maybe someone out there that's more math savvy and knows more about numbers, since I suck at math. Maybe you can tell me. Let's say it's 25,000. Frick it. You know, 25,000 people. 25,000 Americans and Canadians living in Merida out of 1 million. You know, how much is that? You know, so that's the thing. You know, we are a big community. Don't get me wrong, and we're a big community here. You know what I mean? And all this other stuff. But the reality is that it's not. You know, we're the minority, just like everyone else is the minority in the USA, right? Oh, Big Apple Mary with a $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Yeah. All right. It's already touristy here, so he goes, I reckon when they install the train system, it will become more touristy in the Yucatan. Yes, it will. But it's already pretty touristy. It's a huge touristy area, you know, and I think it's going to be, you know, very touristy. So yeah, it's obviously going to be a lot more touristy. Yes, yes. Jose, how come you don't read what people type in the donations? Oh, I don't. That doesn't show anything. Sometimes it does. Did you say something? Hold on, I'll look at it again. My bad. My apologies. Oh, sorry. Me and Lambo are on the Mexican radio. Shout out to you. Sorry, my man. See, I suck, bro.
Bruh.
See, I apologize. I'm a disappointment. Hold on. Where's I need to give you guys some. The disappointing sound. Sorry, I disappointed you, Joe Peach. My apologies, man. No, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right, let's go. All right. Big Apple Marys, do I need a car? I hate driving a car you don't really need a car, you know what I mean? Like, it depends on the city you're living in, the region you're living in, the area you're living in. All these things are very, you know, you got to take this into consideration. But, you know, I lived out here for many years. You know, I lived here for many years, you know, without a car, you know what I mean? And I have a car, but it's not like I, you know, use it, you know what I mean, all the time. So, you know, I use it when it's convenient. So, okay. Anyway, sorry. So I was just getting some messages there. Shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to everybody. Oh, we got Joe Peach again with another $5. Shout out to Joe Peach. Good man, Joe. Well, my name's Jose. I'm guessing you forgot the S. Don't worry about it. Shout out to you. Love you very much. You're the best. All right, let me see. Shout out to everyone out there. Any advice on how to build credit to buy a car? Yeah, most people buy cash out here, so. Does your neighborhood flood like Las Americas? No, it does not. A lot of the flooding, believe it or not, has to do with people not clearing the drains. That's it. You know what I mean? Everybody got to take responsibility in their own neighborhoods and clear out the drains, clean the drains, clean them. Make sure they're always clean, especially out here that it could just rain 38 inches in an hour out of the blue. You know, so you always got to keep them clean. Don't wait until it rains or whatever. It's just way too late then. I have drains right in front of my house, so I'm always making sure that they're clean. You know, every time I take out the trash, I always, you know, again, I clean them out. You know, that's it. You know what I mean? Like I make sure they're clean, and if they need to be clean, I clean them, and if not, then I don't. You know, that's it. But that's why I don't have any issues. You know what I mean? And again, I got the drain right in front of my house. And you know, a lot of times when it rains, like just like again, like I just said, like a lot. Yeah, it floods like many inches. You know what I mean? Like it's starting to come into my porch. But you know, that's it. As soon as it stops raining, you know what I mean? Like it goes down the drain, no problem, no problemos. But yeah, in certain areas, they built you know, homes and kind of like a little bit of like a well like that, so it's gonna flood no matter what. The reality is that, you know, if you're gonna buy a home or, you know, look for a rent, you know, whatever, make sure you kind of look out for things like that. So, you know, you're gonna see them. You're gonna see some homes that are like a little bit deeper than others. You know, there's little hills, little whatever. Some that are a little higher than others. You know, things you gotta really look out for. So, okay, let me see. How long? Does car leasing exist in Mexico? I don't know. I do know that people, you know, buy, you know, cars and, you know, or homes, and, you know, they pay off, you know, a mortgage or a car note. But for the most part, you know, a lot of people really try to pay cash. And, you know, for things like a car, a necessary evil, you know, a lot of people still, you know, and give up a lot of money up front and make sure that their payments are as minimal as possible, and then they try to pay it off as soon as possible and things like that. And even for homes, you know, mortgages, you know, that people do get because, you know, unfortunately they have to in many cases. You know, there are things out here, like, for example, when you work a regular job, you can, you know how in the US you can pay for FICO, Medicare, you know, all this other stuff. Okay, so in Mexico you pay, part of the things that you pay into your paycheck, whatever, is Infonavit. And what Infonavit is, I'll write it in the chat. Okay, what Infonavit is basically that you're paying into that, and that money is like a fund that goes to your home. So, for example, let's say that you're looking to buy a home. You know, you're gonna have a big down payment. On top of the big down payment, you're gonna tap into your Infonavit credit. Okay, which, you know, again, depends on how long you've been working, you know, and a bunch of other factors. That Infonavit credit, you know, is going to be a lot or a little bit. And then from that, hold on one second. And then from that, you're going to be able to, like, again, reduce it as much as possible. And then when people get a mortgage or they make that, you know, they got that monthly stipend, payment, a lot of times they pay as much as they can in order to reduce that as much as possible and own their property as soon or as quick as possible. So, hope that answers your question. Hold on. I got Gizmo locked in the room. Hold on a second. No, I forgot the music. I forgot. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. You like that song instead?
Bruh.
Sorry. Anyways, okay. Oh yeah, hold on. I should put some music on. Yeah, I'm looking for questions. I'm looking for things to talk about here. I want a newer car, but I don't know if I want to shell out 30 grand for one. Well, I mean, don't. What if I don't like Mexico or have to move back to the USA and I'm stuck with a car? Well, then that's what, again, you don't buy a car. You live like most Mexicans without a car, or you get yourself a very inexpensive car. You can get really good cars for a few $1,000s. So, or buy the car and then sell it, you know what I mean? But if you want a new car, that's the thing, man. A lot of people, they want to live that amazing life, but then they can't afford it. You know what I mean? That's not how it works in Mexico. There's no, credit like it is in the USA. As simple as that. That's why the US isn't the problem it's in and Mexico's not. That's why Mexico's, getting a stronger currency each and every day, and the US is losing value in their currency because it's all debt. And so, yeah, Yeah, you're right. Hold on, like in the chat, Ronaldo.
Bruh.
That's right. Get a bike. Like look, you know what I used to drive? You know what I drove for years when I first moved here? My Chevrolet legs. All right, and I was walking around everywhere. Got really good exercise, and I got a bicycle. And then eventually I bought myself the truck for $1,500. All right, back when the peso to the dollar was really good, and then I put a lot of money and work and sweat into that truck. So, that's the problem too with, a lot of people that just don't make it, don't survive, in Mexico is because of that. A lot of people are used to, by the way, I'm not trying to pick on you. I apologize, bro. Anyway, shout out to you. Thanks for, bringing the next point I could talk about here. Anyway, long story short, like most people are used to debt and living in a debt world and debt life and just, writing off debt and debt. Listen, that's not how it works out here, man. Out here, it's the cash. You got the cash, right now. Okay? Immediately, and if you're coming out here like an immigrant, you're not going to get no credit anytime soon unless you're moving money through the bank, like really moving a lot of money. And then the bank's like, hey, you want a card? You want a credit card? Yada, yada, yada. But, no, it's nothing like the USA at all, where they just basically, are giving you debt, so. But look, the reality is that, for a lot of people, if they're going to find out very quickly that they're not, Mexico's too expensive for them. And again, if you're trying to emulate, if you're trying to live the same exact life that you're living currently in the USA, most likely it's going to cost you the same. It's just a fact. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. You know what I mean? So that's all you got to realize, right? But if you're choosing to live frugally, if you're choosing to live like a typical Mexican does, then yeah, you'll be fine. You can make it work on just about any budget, like most Mexicans do. But why do Yucatecans drink a lot of Coca-Cola? I don't know, but there's actually more other states and other people that drink a lot more Coca-Cola. Mexico loves Coca-Cola. But look, just like the US used to love Coca-Cola for a long time. They still do, but they don't drink it as much as they do in Mexico. That's for sure. You have vegan restaurants? Probably. I mean, vegan, vegetarian. There's a lot of vegetarian restaurants or vegetarian food that's Yucatecan, but vegan, they're out there, I think. I don't know. Not really my thing. But I mean, vegan options, there are plenty. There's tons of fruits and vegetables everywhere, if that's what you mean. Bro, congratulations, says James Jordan. It's hot here in LA, but I like the bike because of workouts. That's right. You gotta get her. What is it? Like I start early, saving money, keeping me healthy. That's right. No debt, hard hustle. That's right. You got it. Hold on. Where's the? Let me see. Homeschool. Whatever says. What's your opinion on Mazatlan? I don't have one. I've never been there. Let me see. That's right. Skateboard's also a great option. Get the whole family on a skateboard, right? Yeah, that's right. Plenty of vegan options in Tulum.
Bruh.
That's right. If you're already living like a Mexican in the USA, then you'll be fine out here. You know, that's why it was fine for me. It was easy for me. But like, for example, for me, I came to Mexico and I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I love it. You know, my sister, I got cousins, I got other people that come to Mexico, and you know, same thing. You know, they got to be living that same lifestyle that they have back home. And then, you know, it's like it's too expensive or whatever the reason. You know, there's many reasons why they don't enjoy it. And, you know, they just come out here for vacation and that's it. It's not for everybody. You know, living in Mexico, living in another country is not for everybody. For me, you know, I thoroughly enjoy it. I love living in Mexico. I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's the best. If heat was money, would it be able to hang on 100 degrees? I don't know what that means. But it's hot. Yes, it's hot out here. Let me see. What's my favorite herbal remedy? Oh, that's, I don't know. There's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Speaking of which, you know what I mean? Like, there's many herbal remedies, as you know. You know, people, for example, they use these herbal remedies, you know, to make topical things, or, you know, you can smoke some of these things. You know, that's a way you can ingest some of these herbal remedies, or, you know, there's many ways, you know, as you guys know, you know, herbal remedies are, you know, they even come from Big Pharma, you know, Big Pharma, shout out to them. You know, they've been able to do all that. So anyways, but yeah, I mean, I got many herbal remedies, but, you know, speaking of that, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can get some cloves up in here, right? Is that what? Yeah. Anyways, one of my favorite herbal remedies here. You know, Christian was telling me the other day that people out here smoke all kinds of things. You know, like they'll smoke herbs, like actual herbs, like rosemary or whatever. And I was like, really? Like back in the U.S., the goth kids used to smoke cloves. And out here, they don't smoke cloves. How about that? But they smoke other herbs. Again, like a rosemary or, I don't know, thyme, tarragon. What? Anyways, yeah, this is herbs de Provence. Lots of oregano heavy herbs de Provence, okay? That's what I got here. That's my favorite herbal remedy. So anyways, remember, we're celebrating 15,000 subscribers out there, so... I can't believe that we actually got to 15,000 plus subscribers. It is so crazy. But by the way, I know you guys love the channel. I know you guys love the content. I know you love all that stuff. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of major changes coming up soon. If you guys already know, or some of you guys know, I used to have a cooking channel doing cooking content, so we're gonna start bringing a lot of that back. Okay, so you know, again, stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna be, you know, announcing a lot of things soon. But again, for those of you guys out there that enjoy my cooking and, you know, enjoy me, just enjoy hanging out with me or doing, you know, the things you know, we do together online already. You know, stay tuned for that, especially if you like cooking, if you like food, if you like that world. You know, we're going to be doing a lot of that. We're going to be moving heavily towards that in the future. We still got time, you know, so don't be scared. And we're still going to be doing content on this channel, obviously. You know what I mean? You know, there's still things to talk about, you know, good, bad, ugly, you know, great. You know, there's amazing things to always talk about, you know, life out here. But, you know, we're going to go back to that. At the end of the day, you know, my true background is that I used to be a chef. And then I started doing YouTube. And so I love YouTube. I love cooking. And I really kind of want to focus on that, you know. And that's it. You know, there's only so many topics I can talk about when it comes to living and moving to Mexico. And, you know, I'll just keep, you know, in the future, you know, once we're moving, you know, heavily towards the cooking and food, I'm going to be... you know, again, still making videos on here at the very least, you know, keeping you constantly updated on how life is out here for those that are still interested. Because look, I also think that the bigger, the more the dollar drops, you know what I mean? The more the exchange rate, you know what I mean? We go from, you know, 1 to 20 all the way from 1 to 10. You know, the more that you know, I think there's going to be a lot less interest in people moving out here as well. And I only see that happening. But there's always going to be interest in a lot of other content. So, you know. But anyways, so anyone out there that is very curious about my cooking and wants, you know, to get a head start on all that, please go subscribe to all my channels, you know, when it comes to that. Always stay tuned to the channel, I mean to the website as well. Here, let me show you guys real quick. We'll come back to the beach in a second. Oh, so there's my cooking channel, okay? If you want links, direct links to all that, it's all on my website. You know, you can go straight to my website, okay? josearteaga.com. All the links are, you know, here, I'll provide it again in the chat. But you know, down here, you know, you'll see everything. Okay, I got cooking content down here, the older live streams. Okay, so you guys can check it out there. But I mean, I'm not gonna be necessarily doing this. Okay, I'm gonna move it on to something else. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to the questions. I don't want to, you know, lose you guys out there. I know we're talking about Mexico here, but look, long story short, we're gonna get back into all that, and it's not this per se, you know, but we're gonna move back into something related to all of this, all right? And different content, different everything. Stay tuned. You know, the business I'm doing, remember I'm telling you guys I have a business that's, you know, I'm about to launch, all that stuff. It's all part of that, okay? So again, stay tuned to find out if you guys are interested in all that. Because again, as this drops, you know, again, I think there's going to be a lot less interest in coming out here, and there's going to be a lot more interest in other stuff, you know. So, you know, for me in particular, again, I've stated it before, I'm interested in making pesos if I'm living in Mexico, you know what I mean? So, and they're obviously going to be a lot more valuable as each day goes on, as opposed to, you know, betting on making only dollars and betting only on, you know, certain things, you know. So, you know, I'm not a guy that likes to put all his eggs in one basket. So, no, I'm really glad to hear that you guys are happy, you know, to hear, I mean, that you guys want to see a lot of the cooking content, because, again, I'm going to be bringing a bunch of brand new stuff, you know what I mean? Things that, you know, we're going to be bringing some of the live cooking back, all right? But not the way you saw it already. We're going to be doing some brand new things, and we're going to be doing a bunch of other things, you know, when it comes to cooking as well. And I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see, all right? I think you guys will enjoy it. So, no, that's not the kitchen in the picture. It's just another kitchen there. Some random picture from the internet. Have I ever considered moving back to the USA? Yeah, I considered it, and the answer is no. All right. Jimmy says, we're from Canada, and we put all our fiat into silver and gold. Heard you say that we can't sell maple leaves or buffalo, you know, coins in Mexican banks. Is there a solution, as we were planning to cashing the pesos? Yeah, you can sell it to private dealers, private entities. You know, there's tons of people that, you know, buy these things. You know, they you know, Mexicans, you know the value of gold and silver, and there's plenty of places that will buy your coins from another country, but not the banks. The banks will only deal in the national currency, the national coin, national silver, minted coins, okay? But yeah, tons of people will be able to, you know, to help you. Now, remember, when you're crossing borders, you know, you're limited to $10,000, $10,000 in currency, okay? So if you're going to be crossing with gold and silver, you can do it with as jewelry, you know. It's not a jewelry infinite amount of money, but if you're going to be doing like gold and silver coins, bullion, you know, that's the value it is. And then same thing for cash, and it's all lumped together, and if it's 10,000 or more, it's illegal, and that's crossing any border, you know, in the Americas, you know, meaning Canada, USA, Mexico. So you're crossing into any of these borders, you're going to get asked that. So if you're crossing from Canada to USA to Mexico, you're going to get asked that like 4 times. All right. And sometimes they'll search. And, you know, sometimes, you know. So, anyways, just FYI, all right? Just keep that in mind. All right. 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 All So what's the solution? That's where cryptocurrencies come in. Again, you got to like educate yourself more on that. But that's where cryptocurrencies come in. That's an option, where a lot of people, they might have a lot of value tied up in another country and they need to get it out. They need to move it cross borders. Well, they turn into cryptocurrency. They cross borders. They turn that cryptocurrency back into whatever they want. So easy peasy. Should we be selling our dollars for pesos right now if we live in America? Well, no, because you live in America and you need dollars. So why do you want pesos, So I don't know. This is not financial advice. I'm not an investor. I'm not anything like that. So, but I mean, look, long story short, at the end of the day, the dynamic is totally changing when it comes to, the people that might be interested in moving to Mexico or not moving to Mexico. And so on and so forth. It's not going to be a cheap retirement destination anymore. It's definitely going to be an awesome retirement destination if you got money. But it's not going to be a cheap retirement destination. And then for everyone else, the younger you are, the better, because, you're going to be able to really take advantage. Think about coming to the USA like 50 years ago, and riding the wave all the way up to where we are now. Yeah, I got like a fly out here. It's driving me crazy. Hold on a second. Uno segundo, por favor. Here, let me put some music on. So again, it really depends on who you're asking, but the dynamic is totally changing. Things are changing. Great time to be here. Now, again, if you got a regular retirement, I've said it before, if you got like a normal, regular retirement, then you'll be fine here. You'll be able to make it here. But if you're like at $1,000 a month retirement, it's gonna, just realize what that's worth in pesos, what things cost in pesos, and you're gonna be able to survive. Again, Christian's grandmother, which is very poor, she survives on like $300 US or $350 US a month. That's rent, food, everything included. But a lot of people might look at her and be like, oh my God, I would never in a million years live like her. And other people will be like, oh, I live like that already in the USA or whatever. So, it all depends. George Parrish says, it's all cyclical, and does this even 10 years, huh? If the dollar will regain value. Yeah, the thing is that, look, a lot of anything that you're going to hear on CNBC or you're going to be hearing in the Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, whatever, it's they're all talking points, trying to steer you one direction. But the reality is that you got to look at what's really going on and where we're really going with all this and what's really going to happen. And that's it. Like that's just the reality of it. And so, a lot of people don't want to, they don't want to admit that, the U.S. dollar is, going to, be extinct, real soon. And again, it's going to get replaced by something else. Look, I don't know the future. All right, this is not a financial channel. All right, who cares? But the point is that the trends right now, there's not any reversing anytime soon. So. Yeah. So we'll see. We have no idea what's going to go on. It's just all time. It's all relative. Is it relatively cheap to keep my truck running? Yeah.
Bruh.
All depends, again, on who's asking. But, yeah, for the most part, the gas is expensive, it's a gas guzzler, that's for sure. Let me see. Pompeii World says, I'm 31 and recently moved to Mexico to live. Got tired of living in California and so brought my savings to Mexico, and I'm in the process. That's awesome, man. Shout out to you. Congratulations. By the way, anyone out there, if you asked a question and I missed the question and you want me to, ask it again, and you want me to answer it, you can just ask it again. You can ask it until I answer it, okay? Because I think I lost everybody in the chat there. Sorry. Awesome, Pompeii. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Pompeii. Flies. It's because of the time of the year right now and the weather, you know, creates flies, or you know. Anyways, whatever. Anyway, shout out to everyone out there. But anyways, please, you know, if you guys have any questions out there about anything at all, go ahead, right, and ask me. Do I have a favorite season in Merida? Yeah, the winter. I love winter. I love all seasons though, you know. But winter's awesome, you know, because that's where all the holiday stuff, you know, fall, winter, you know, they love to celebrate everything out here. So I love all that. So basically, as soon as September starts, you know, it all starts because Mexico's birthday, Mexico's Independence Day, you know, their 4th of July is September 15th, 16th. You know, the 15th, the 16th, you know, they celebrate it. And so, yeah, it's awesome. And then from that moment on, you know, then we have Day of the Dead. And then we got the Christmas season and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Beautiful time. So. But, I mean, you know, fourth quarter, right? That's right, hands down. That's right, fourth quarter. Who doesn't love the fourth quarter, right? It's always the best, you know, during the fourth quarter. But you know, honestly, spring is brutal. Spring is brutal hot in Merida. You know, summer is great because, you know, you're at the beach all day. And then, you know, fall, winter, you know, just kind of whatever. So basically, you know, my favorite, I guess it would be winter just because of all the events. You know, fall, winter, I guess, you know, whatever. Summer would be my second favorite. And then I hate spring. I only hate spring because it's just brutal heat. You know what I mean? You come from a nice winter and then you're smacked in the face with the, you know, the most brutal heat of the year, because by the time summer comes along, in my opinion, I feel like it cools off and you get to really enjoy the heat and the beach and everything else. So what do I think of privadas? That's a great question, LG. I actually made a video on it. It's a live stream. Again, you can go to, I'll show you real quick. You can go to my channel, all right? On my channel, you can just scroll down, all right, where it says all my questions answered, and just scroll through that, and I answered it, I think, recently. There it is. See, look, right there. Our private gated community is safe. So it's right there. Click on it, and you can watch it, listen to me, talk about it for 42 minutes.
Bruh.
Anyways. Do you know if the cost of living is cheaper in Baja? I don't know, man. It just depends. Shout out to everyone with the questions out there. Can I buy those anti-parasite drugs at the airport when I land in Mexico? They sell them at the pharmacy. Just go to the pharmacy. I don't think they're at the airport. You can just go to the pharmacy, you know? Hey, look. Who's that on screen? But anyways, no, yeah, just go to the pharmacy. They're everywhere. You can wait a few minutes or an hour more. You'll be fine. Anyway, shout out to everyone out there. Is it feasible to have a business in Progreso and live in Merida? Yeah, it's up to you. Anything's feasible. You know, it's only 30 minutes away, you know, 45 minutes away, depending on when, you know. So if you're willing to drive 45 minutes back and forth every day, you know, to get to work or your business, then yeah, sure, whatever. It's up to you. Or you could just live there, you know. Or I don't know. It's an interesting question. Does Christian like Frida Kahlo? Yes, she does. Yes. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't. But I like her. She likes her. Yeah, that's nothing to hate. You know. What's your next destination in Mexico? I don't know. Again, you know what? Look, let's do a poll real quick. You know what? I'll ask a question, all right? Can I do that here? Yeah, start a poll. Okay, do you guys want to fund a trip? Do you guys want to fund a trip for me and Christian? So, where is it? So I can make content. You know, long question. Okay, so remember, keyword here, fund, all right? So if the answer is overwhelming yes, I'll set something up and we'll figure it out. Well, I got to ask Christian first, but I think it'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, but look, the reality, I would love to travel. We would both love to travel. We just don't have the funds to travel, all right? But if you guys want to fund the trip, yeah, I'll set it up and whatever. But again, you know, you don't feel compelled to vote yes, all right? Be honest, all right? Because it's up to you guys. Yeah, I know super affordable, bro, but I don't make much money, man. What the fuck you think? You know, Goomer, you know, coño. Oh, maybe we're talking about something else. Never mind. But anyways, yeah, man. Yeah, remember, it's a whole trip. You know, you got to fund things, you know, so. You know, if you guys do want to fund the trip, then I guess I'll do a poll, you know, with different locations, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. You know? There's a lot of places I would love to visit, you know? So, I got a friend that lives in Ensenada. We can go visit Ensenada. We can go visit, you know, I don't know. I love Oaxaca, but we've already been to Oaxaca twice. I've already been to Mexico City multiple times. You know. Yeah, Campeche. Christian's not a big fan of Campeche. You know, too boring. You know, we already have that here. You know, if you're looking for a quiet beach, we already have it here. And she's already been to Campeche multiple times. So we'll maybe go there one day, but I'm not really, you know, looking... Nah. Yeah, I mean, I can't really spend a month anywhere because of Gizmo. It has to be like a week. A trip that has to be like a week. So. All right. So, how many votes we got so far? 26 votes so far. Yes. See, you guys are split. You guys are pretty split. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I would not fund a trip for a YouTuber, all right? I get it. But shout out to everyone out there, man. I love you guys. You know, if you guys want to help fund the trip for us to, you know, enjoy and also make content, I will be more than happy to oblige. I will pay for a pet-friendly Airbnb in Mexico City. All right, we'll look into it. We got to get Gizmo there first, you know? He's a big dog, remember, so... It's not the USA. I can't just bring him on as a what does it call it? What is it? He's an emotional support dog or whatever. Well, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would love to go to Baja. I mean, I've been to Tijuana multiple times. I love Tijuana. Like I said, I got a friend in Ensenada. I would love to go to Puebla or one of those places, you know. I've never been to Querétaro, Guanajuato. I've never been anywhere, man. You know, I've never been anywhere really, you know, so. But yeah, we will see. Oh no, I thought you were, oh no, I read a comment. I thought you were talking to me. Tulum. I have not been to Tulum, but I don't think I would ever go to Tulum. And Christian hates Tulum. Everything that is wrong with Mexico, in the opinion of a lot of Mexicans, is Tulum. So Tulum encompasses a lot of what's wrong with Mexico. But it's not wrong. I mean, it's just like not the vibe that we're into. So no, I'm not a fan of Tulum. I would love to, like, for example, Bacalar and other places, you know, around there are amazing and beautiful and awesome, but not Tulum. Yeah, I really want to go to Puebla. I really, really want to go there. I love Oaxaca, man. Oaxaca, you guys should definitely visit. Veracruz, I would love to go to Veracruz. I would love to go everywhere, really. I heard Polanco. Yeah, Polanco. Polanco is like a really expensive neighborhood in Mexico City, I think, right? Is that where you're going to buy the Airbnb? Is that where you're going to rent the Airbnb for us? I'll walk Gizmo around the, you know, gentrified neighborhoods. You know, drink my gentrified coffee. Yeah, it's like asking someone in the U.S. if they visit every. Yeah. So I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, I'm not a travel vlogger or anything like that, but yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, I would love, you know, I would love to travel. I would travel more. You know what I mean? But you know, travel. Remember, we got a dog. You know, we got to do something with the dog. We got to make accommodation. You know, all that costs money. You know what I mean? Like, it's just and then we also have lives here too. You know what I mean? It's like you know, when we travel, it's gonna be like a vacation type of thing where we got to put our lives in pause. Except for me, I gotta work, you know, because I'm gonna be making content for you guys. By the way, I mean, you guys can check out on my channel. I have playlists when really old playlists. You know, when I went to Cuba, you know, I got a playlist of when I went to you know, Oaxaca and where else? I don't know. I think most of the other travels, I don't know. I didn't, but I get a few ones there. I got a bunch of travel videos per se. But I mean, I think the only other place, yeah, I think Oaxaca's been the only place I've vlogged outside of here. Oh, shout out to Wilfredo with a $2 super chat. José, te felicito por ti entusiasmo. Oh, muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Saludos, saludos. Shout out to you. Oh, we got the James Jordan out there with a $20 super chat. Oh my God! Shout out to you, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Muchas gracias. Is there life in Tulum or is there retirement? No, Tulum is like Brooklyn. I don't know what to say. It's like a, you know, a super crazy gentrified, you know, place where everything's expensive. Because it's like, I don't know, like a tourist trap for hipsters. You know? Tulum is like hipster heaven. If you're a hipster, you'll love Tulum. But I mean, I'm not a big, but I don't know. I don't know anything about Tulum. All right, I'm not necessarily a fan of that kind of stuff. I'm originally from Florida, from Miami, from whatever. So for me, I prefer, you know, the quiet beach you're looking at there, you know, peace and quiet, you know, living in a city like where I live in now, not living like a hipster, you know, hippie lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not for me. But yeah, in Tulum, everything's in dollars, you know, things like that. So, you know, Tulum, you know, no, not a fan. No, but see, look, the Bayasca, see, like, he's never been to Tulum, proceed to describe it like as he knows it. Yeah, again, don't be taking my opinion. I don't know. Like, you hit the nail on the head. You are 100% correct. I just know the vibe there. That's not my vibe. That's all it is. You know what I mean? That's all, you know? I just know that's not my vibe. I'm not saying it's bad, and some people will hate it, will love it. You know what I mean? So, see, look, if Elisa says she was there for 2 months and liked it, she was close to the centro, not the beach area, walk area, well, there you go. So, there you go. Like I said, don't listen to me. All right? Okay, shout out to everyone out there. Have I dealt with scorpions in my home? I have not. But yes, there are scorpions out here, but yeah, not really common. As common as you would think. Is it hard to get opioid medications in Mexico? It's the same as the USA. All right, how's that? You know, if you are addicted to opioids, you know, to the point where you got to ask me that question, stay home. Okay, stay wherever you're at. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's the same as the USA. You know, but you know, it is what it is. You can figure that one out. Man, people really, I don't even know what to say. Whatever. Anyways, all right. Good luck with all that, brother. I just sent my wife to Chiapas, and I have no idea what is there. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't mean to judge on the opioids, all right? I know a lot of people that have addictions to that and problems with that, and, you know, I feel bad for you guys. You know, I wish you all the luck, and I hope you guys will get better. You know, I know it sucks, you know, but you know, it's basically the same thing because, you know, I got people ask me all the time. I've had friends, you know, that have come out here looking for that, and it's, you know, they all are very disappointed to see that it's exactly the same as the USA, you know, when it comes to that. Now, listen, every city is different, and I don't know what every city is like, but, you know, just saying. Corn or flour tortillas? Okay, everyone in this region eats corn tortillas, but I'm not a big fan. Even, you know, I like blue corn tortillas. I like artisanal corn tortillas. I like good corn tortillas, but honestly, I'm a flour tortilla kind of guy. So, I know they're no good, but I like them. Todd Meek says, Tulum is cool, just kind of touristy, like Jose says. Yeah, that's it. I mean, but Tulum is, I mean, that's all it is. And look, remember, for me, I got a biased opinion. I'm from Miami, Florida, so, you know, born and raised in this world, you know, so to me, it's like, yeah, I don't want any of that. You know what I mean? I don't want, you know, whether it's Cancun or Tulum or anything like that, I'm not a fan, you know, but I am a fan of other parts of Florida or other parts of the Yucatan, you know, the parts that you're looking at back in right there, you know, like the very quiet beach or a very quiet town and area, and just like, you know, just I'm old, you know, I'm an old fart already, you know, so whatever that means. So yeah, I got a lot of questions coming in. All right, MJC, shout out to you with the $5 super chat. Thank you, MJC. Thank you. Hola, I just had spine surgery. Oh my God, wow, that's crazy. No way. Damn, I hope you feel better. I hope you get better soon. I know you've been a loyal follower of the channel for a long time. 4 screws and 2 rods, plus bone spurs removed. No jokes. Oh my God. Still so much pain. That's crazy. I'm officially old now. Talking about my health. Oh my God. See, you definitely need opioids. You need some painkillers for sure. So, anyways, yeah, Kratom is great. You know what I mean? Like, you can try Kratom. But look, man, long story short, man, like I said, I got a lot of friends, you know, that are dealing with similar situations. And, you know, yeah, they're not addicted to an opioid, but now they're addicted to Kratom, you know? So, and by the way, I never knew what Kratom was, you know, until my friend, hey, you should try it. It's an herbal thing, whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever, you know, try anything once. And, you know, it was like an herbal thing. And anyways, long story short, holy crap. Yeah, let's just say that, you know, I'm like Jerry Seinfeld. I very rarely throw up. Yeah, I ended up, you know, throwing up at some point because it's just that stuff is basically, it's an opioid. It's a plant. It's organic, but it's like the same effect, man. And for me, it's like, woof, too much. You know, I'm not that's too much for me. But, you know, you can try Kratom. That's great. Thank you, Ghost of McGaffey. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Because, look, I'm not going to lie. You know, if you're going to do anything, you might as well just do Kratom. You know what I mean? At least that's, you know, like a natural remedy. So, you know, go with Kratom 100%. But it's not like it's better option per se. You know what I mean? It's like basically the same in a sense. But it's just, from my understanding, it's totally legal. And again, it is a lot healthier than, you know, taking, you know, certain other things out there. All right? Coffee. That's crazy. But yeah, you know, I've already answered the question, you know, George Parrish. So, like I said, it's the same as the USA. So, That's right. They call people coming from Tulum to Illuminatis. That's right. Usually foreigners talking about other foreigners. Yeah, and that's the thing too. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of foreigners out there. You know, it's like Bali. Tulum is like Bali. I don't know if that makes any sense. So, I mean, they got lots of coffee in Mexico. I love coffee, so I'm always trying different kinds of coffee. You know, you can get a lot of you know, easy access to a lot of really good coffee. All the coffee I drink is Mexican coffee. You know, when I go to the store, you know, depending on what they got, you know, I'll buy some Oaxacan blend or Veracruz blend, or you know, there's another one that's like it's called La Patrioca. I don't know where that's from, but that's like a major brand. But yeah, Mexican coffee is amazing. Even though a lot of times I crave my Cuban coffee from Miami, and I'll have people, you know, bring me some Cuban coffee, or I can just buy it here. You know, it's totally different than, you know, it's totally different than the Mexican espresso bean, espresso roast. Espresso is not the same as whatever the hell the Cubans in Miami do to the Cuban coffee. Or whatever the Cuban roast is. Whatever the Cuban roast is to Cuban coffee. Because I've been to Cuba and we had coffee there and it was also insane. Whatever. That's what I prefer. Oh, awesome, MJC. Yeah, same thing. I've had procedures, you know, where I've been given a lot of heavy-duty opioids or medication, and I cannot handle them either. I usually, you know, again, I go with the herbal remedies. You know, just like a nice big brownie usually does it. You know, way better than any kind of opioids or whatever. So I totally agree. MJC, thanks for sharing. Shout out to you. Hope you feel better. By the way, seriously, hope you feel better. All right. Hope you recover quickly. All right. Thank you for the $5, and shout out to you. Hi, Jose. I would like to know if I have an expired visa. Oh, if I have an expired visa and leave the country 6 months after my visa expires, can I come back and get residency? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should be able to. What happens is that when you're leaving the country, you got to go through immigration. So let's say you're going to the airport, okay? Like go to the airport like half an hour early, go to immigration, let them know the situation, and then they'll take care of it where you're going to have to pay a fine. You know, they'll do their thing, and then that's it. You'll be on your way. And then when you come back to Mexico, you'll you know, get another tourist visa. No, they don't care. They're not gonna deny you. I mean, it is kind of like a crime, you know, but it's not a crime, like a bad crime. It's just you pay the fine, pay the fee, whatever. Because look, for me, I had the similar situation. I overstayed my tourist visa for many months, a lot longer than 6 months, and you know, I just paid my fine on my way out, and that's it. I was good to go, nothing to worry about. And then I went to Cuba. You know, I came back, renewed my visa, got married. Rest is history. So, are there colleges in Mexico? Yeah, there are good colleges in Mexico. A lot of great colleges in Mexico, yes. A lot of great universities in Mexico. A lot of great education in Mexico. Do I think that Mexico will ever have a big weed market like in the U.S.? I think it will be. Yeah, I do. I think it's gonna be a weed paradise. You know, it's already legalized on a national level. Mexico has a lot of tourism. I can go on and on. You know, and then the way Mexico is very relaxed with all that stuff, I think it'll be amazing. But you know, just like everything in Mexico, it takes forever. You know, they legalized that stuff like 5, 6, 7 years ago, and it's still. You know, they can't get their shit together. I don't know what to say. But, you know, again, the minute that they have any more news or advancements on that front, I will let you guys know as soon as possible, I promise. Oh, anytime. Ratis Bugik. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. But yeah, no worries, man. Are there any tour groups to go smoking? What kind of, I don't know. You gotta look into that. I have no idea. Are flights to Cuba cheap? From here, yeah, they're pretty cheap. But Cuba is extremely expensive. Arlene, okay. But anyways, how is the sargasm right now? I have no idea. I don't know. But I went to the beach yesterday and there was no, nothing. So. But yeah, I think eventually, once they legalize all that stuff, it's going to be an amazing, amazing market, and it's going to be even more touristy. Think about it, So yeah, it's going to be cool, but we got to wait till they get there. Who knows when that's going to be? So. Anyway, shout out to everybody out there. Love you guys. Shrooms. Who doesn't love a good shiitake, right? So thank you. Congrats on the 15K subs. I know. I cannot believe that we got to 15,000 subscribers already. What time does the sun go down? Damn, I don't know. Should have asked me that when the sun was going down. I don't know. 7 o'clock. There are many sites with inaccurate monthly cost of living in Mexico. So what is the average cost of living there? Again, it all depends on you. Look, I actually made a whole video on that. The video that I uploaded on Sunday, okay, this last Sunday, is basically talking about all that. So just watch that video. It'll be a lot better than me talking about it now. But watch that video to give you a lot more context. But long story short, everybody has a completely different cost of living. And that's why you're going to see completely different numbers. But I'm going to give you, my numbers from my point of view, my perspective. I am just a normal, lower middle class person, family living out here, very, very modest means. And that's it. If you know my story, you'll know what I mean. But my expenses are basically $1,500 a month. And I'm, everything I do on YouTube, I barely make enough. Sometimes I'll make enough, sometimes I won't, whatever. But again, it's just like running any business. But, that's why I'm transitioning to starting a real business and, going to food and cooking and doing what I really do because I can, I want to make money. I want to be able to, pay, not just pay my bills, but, be able to, maybe buy a home and do a bunch of other things. But right now, that's really what my expenses are, give or take, and I live really well. I live a lot better than I would live in the USA. But like I said, my sister, my cousin, other family members come and see me out here and they think live like a bum. They think I live very, terrible. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have so much freedom. I can live like a king. I can do everything I want. So. How Monero has been used in Mexico? Money? What? I need complete sentences, people.
Bruh.
Yeah, honestly, the whole thing with the herbal stuff, I think it's a lot more complicated issue than we can really talk about here. But there's just too many people that want their hands in the pot, if you know what I mean. And that's really what's going on here. And, the current government president is not a fan of it. So maybe the next president, even though they might be under the same party, they might be a super fan of it. And then, overnight, we're good to go. But for now, we're gonna. You're looking at it. You're looking at the world right now. You know what I'm saying. You're looking at, what it's gonna look like right now. It's just whatever. I should try to get sponsors for my YouTube videos. Yeah, I had a sponsor for my cooking videos. It's a lot easier when you're doing things like that than it is doing things like this. Trust me. And I'm not looking to have, my videos sponsored by Shadow Legends, or whatever the crap, By the way, FYI, at any minute now, the wife should be getting home from swim practice or what have you. So after that, we're going to go on ahead and end the show. All right. So, we got probably a good 15 minutes left. Also, there are power issues that are happening right now currently within the city. So, thank God, knock on wood, we haven't had any problems yet. But if the stream just dies all of a sudden, it's because we had a power outage. And, I'm not going to go back on live again since we're already almost at 2 hours and then some. Okay, so we've already hit that point. All right. But I think we'll be able to continue the show all the way to the end, which is whenever she shows up. So yeah, you don't want me to get some sponsors from like Rage, Shadow Legends, or whatever, or some whatever crap. So yeah. By the way, someone says that they live at boutique book says they live on 1,200 a month. Yeah, honestly, like I really live on 1,200 a month. If I really have to, I can live on like an 800. But on average, what I mean, when you put everything together, let's say I gotta like fix the washing machine, I gotta get some work done on the sink, whatever, work on the car, you start adding everything up, it's like, yeah, you start getting up to like the 15,000, that's a 1,500 range, so give or take. What would be the difference between a cook to a chef? Chef only really means boss. Chef is French for boss. If you're in France and you are like the head electrician, the boss electrician, you are chef d'électricité or whatever, So chef just means boss. So let's say like in a big professional culinary brigade, how that works is that you'll have the chef de partie, the chef de garde-manger, the chef de saucier, the chef de whatever. Okay, so and each chef is the head of their department. Chef de pastille, whatever. That's like so that whatever. So you got the chef. So anyway, so the boss. That's really what that means. Okay, but everyone is a cook. All right, that's really how it works. Right, everyone's a cook. And then you got in the typical brigade, French brigade, basically 90% of every kitchen on the planet, 95% of the kitchens and every, on the planet, basically follow this kind of like system. And then that's where you're going to get that chef, the chef, and but again, now when you're talking about just, let's say a restaurant, you're going to have the chef, which is just like, like the face. It could be a working chef, a chef that's actually out there cooking and working. Like I interviewed a working chef, my really good friend Bernardo on the channel not too long ago. He's a working chef. And then you got other, chefs out there, that are just like the face of the restaurant. Let's say like, Guy Fieri is a chef of, his, multiple restaurants, But the reality is that, And in these restaurants, like let's say like the major chains, then you're gonna have someone that's like the CEO chef. That that's really the chef. He is the head chef. All right, and then you're gonna have the sous chef, which is like the second in command, and then you're gonna have So it's like a military brigade, more than anything else. But long story short, the difference is that chef means boss, cook means cook, but everybody's a cook, all right? But that's all, you know what I mean? Hope that makes sense. All right. All right. Someday I'll be as big as Tangerine Travels. Well, I mean, I don't really want to, anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm moving more into the cooking and food content and the things that I know. I don't really plan on making Mexico videos for the rest of my life. I mean, come on, think about it. I do want to keep making videos and making content. I've made tons of content, throughout my many years on YouTube. I'm a chef, I'm a cook. We're going to be moving back into that. So again, you want more information, you just go to my website, go to my YouTube page, all the links are there. But, slowly but surely, we're going to be making our way back there. So if you guys like cooking, you like me, hanging out with me, then, go right on ahead and, subscribe to those channels and stay tuned to, everything on this channel, because we're going to be, obviously talking about it here and, eventually migrating all the way over there. That's, over there meaning to other content. Okay. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take. It might take, months to years, but, I'm not leaving this channel anytime soon. We still got to, make content on this channel, but long story short, I got other plans. I have not revealed everything, but sooner or later, you guys are all going to find out together. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be glorious. All right, but I mean, I live in Mexico. I don't plan on leaving Mexico. You know, this is my home. Merida is my home base. I want to travel. You know, travel to other parts of Mexico, other parts of the world. But you know, this is my home, and you know, I'm setting up roots here, and you guys are going to be part of all that. You know what I mean? But the content on this channel is going to be changing. You know, moving forward. Not now. You know, eventually. You know, the content on the channel is going to be changing. The content I'm going to be making in other channels and in other, you know, avenues are going to be changing. And, you know, you're going to be seeing a lot of cool things. Trust me, I think you guys are going to like it. But, you know, a lot of it has to do with food and business and all that stuff. So, you know, hope you guys are ready for all that. Let me see. Da-da-da-da-da. Arlene says, you are not like him. Never seen you asking for a GoFundMe ever. Bro, I'm asking you guys right now. Remember, you guys have been asking me to take trips outside of Merida. And by the way, I'm busting your balls, Arlene. But anyways, I'm busting your whatever you got. Sorry, I apologize. I'm terrible.
Bruh.
Love you out there. No, but long story short, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm doing a poll right now as to, you know, whether or not I should do a GoFundMe or whatever in order to fund the trip. So I guess the answer is yes. We got 50 votes so far. Most of you guys want to help me fund the trip so that we can go do something and make content. So in the following days to weeks, stay tuned to the community section of the channel where I'm going to be asking you guys, you know, more in-depth questions as to maybe where, you know, you guys want me to go. I can ask you guys now, where would you guys want me to go? And then we'll do the GoFundMe, and then we're gonna you know, figure out where we're gonna go. You know, we'll fund a trip. I'll ask Christian where she wants to go, and we'll see. I want to go see Ensenada because, you know, I've never really been there. I got a friend there. You know, he's been on the channel before. I would love to, you know, go visit him. He's visited me many times out here, but I would love to go visit him over there because he could probably give us a tour of the area. But I know Ensenada is not necessarily a popular place with you guys out there. But again, you know, I'm leaning towards Ensenada or maybe another part of Oaxaca, or I don't know, surprise me. You know, I would love to see Puebla, Guadalajara, you know, many places. You know, honestly, I would love to see a lot of places, right? So, hey, Lodak, hey, shout out to you. Long time no see. Yeah, I know, man. Those notifications are hard to come by. But anyways, shout out to you guys. I really appreciate it. I think it's gonna be awesome, you know, to be able to go. And so yeah, we'll do a week somewhere. I don't know where. We'll figure it out. So. Jay Vol says, this phone does not let me sell to. Oh, by the way, okay, so a lot of you guys have been complaining that you guys cannot send super chats, or you guys cannot send the proper super chat. I don't know, you guys are having a lot of problem with super chats and asking me, you know, hey, to fix it, whatever. Okay, so I love YouTube. I watch YouTube. That's it. I don't have a TV. I just watch YouTube on my computer, whatever. Anyways. But a lot of other YouTubers out there are complaining about the same problem. So long story short, it's a problem with YouTube, okay? And sorry, you know, there's nothing really we can do about it. I apologize for that ahead of time because I know a lot of you guys are constantly complaining. But look, I got other options. Again, look, I really appreciate you guys and shout out to everyone out there that always wants to help and contribute to the show. But remember, I got tons of options on my website. You can do straight, you know, you can give me a straight donation, you know, Cash App or PayPal, okay? Or you can become a patron or a member or send me money through, you know, buy me a coffee, buy me a beer, whatever. Because, you know, like if you do super chats, you know, YouTube gets a cut. Buy me a beer gets a small cut. Patreon gets a small cut. But again, if you send me straight, you know, PayPal, you know, they also get a cut. Never mind, everybody gets a cut. Except for Cash App. Cash App is the only way you can send direct money, and I get all of it, always. Anyway, shout out to all you guys out there. But anyways, how much money do I spend a month? Like, you know, again, around $1,200 a month. You know, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. So, but really, you know, like I said, $1,200, $1,500. You know, that's really like my monthly expenses. And, you know, a lot of times I don't make that a month, you know, in YouTube. First of all, in YouTube, I don't make that much. You know what I mean? I make 1,000, I mean, under 1,000. I make way under 1,000 in YouTube revenue. And then, you know, the rest of my money comes from like the Zoom calls, you know, maybe selling merchandise, you know, the fan, you know, the super chats, you know, the money you guys send me, and I can go on and on, you know. But yeah, you know what I mean? It really all, it's all month to month. It really depends, you know. Now, when's my birthday? You can send money for my birthday. Oh, my birthday is September 18th. You know, I share a birthday with Mexico, basically. Or Mexico's Independence Day is the 15th, so mine's the 18th. So we're both Virgos, all right? Fun fact for anyone out there that's interested. Man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for all the love. I really, really appreciate all the kind words. I'm just reading some comments, all right? If you guys have any questions, please feel free, all right? We got, you know, but shout out to all, I'm just reading all the nice comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the super chats today. Thank you for all the love and support throughout the years. I can't believe we got to 15,000 subscribers already so quickly. Yeah, because, you know, honestly, again, at the beginning of the year, we were like at basically at 7,000, and it was a grind. Super grind, you know, because again, the content I make, you know, is not for everybody, I guess. I don't know. But like, yeah, long story short, it was a major grind. And then this year, a lot of exponential growth, you know. So big shout out and thank you to all of you guys. Love you guys so much. So what kind of food business are we starting? You'll see. You'll see. It's coming. On another topic, I just found out some restaurants have a huge price difference when it comes to deliveries. That's right, correct. That's right, that's right. The best way to save money, you know, let's say that you find a restaurant on Uber Eats or Didi or whatever, you know, you find one of these, you know, restaurants you really like. The best way to save money is to call them directly. Again, you got to know Spanish, but you can call them directly, and 90% of the time they'll have delivery service and they'll deliver it for you. And they might charge you a little bit of a delivery fee, but their prices are going to be extremely cheap. You know, they're going to charge you the restaurant prices, because when you are buying an Uber Eats or whatever, they have to increase the price because these apps take a cut from everything. So basically, if you see an increased price, if you go to the restaurant in person and it's $30 a taco, which is expensive, but then you buy a taco on the Uber app and it's like 55 pesos, really that difference, that 25 peso difference, that's all going to Uber Eats. So again, if you want to get it for 30 pesos or, you know, the original price, you call direct, all right, and order through them. And they'll be more than happy, because it's, you know, better for them too, especially if you're paying in cash, right? So oh, let me see. Oh, I didn't even notice. Let me see. Shout out to Mr. Lodak. Shout out to Mr. Lodak with the $5 super chat donate. Well, actually $5 Cash App donation. Shout out to you. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, man. By the way, I hope everything is well with you and the fam and everything you're doing out there. You already know. You can see me all the time. It's hard for me to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, shout out to you, brother. You know, always feel free to hit me up anytime, man. But yeah, thank you. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna be moving back into the food content real soon, and we're gonna be hitting that real hard. All right. That's basically it. Make a poll who can speak Spanish. That's a great idea. That's for the future. I'm going to do it on my channel. All right. We're going to ask that question. That's a great idea. I'll do that. But anyways, all right, let me see. All right. I hope you guys like those community questions. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys a question now again too, whatever. Let me see. Okay. Sorry. So anyways, I hope you guys like those community posts, you know, where I'm asking you guys some questions there. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna ask you guys out now. What is a Cash App? It's on my website. All right, so 55 votes, and I asked you guys a question. Do you guys want to fund the trip for me and Christian, for us to make content on and all that stuff? And 65% of you guys said yes. All right. Oh, thank you, Lodak. Oh, there you go. You're the best, Lodak. But let's just ask a simple question right now. We're wrapping this bad boy up. All right. So I'm gonna ask you guys another question. All right. Okay. Do you speak Spanish? Speaky. Do you? Oh, that's Q&A. Oh, never mind. What the hell? No, I just want to do a poll. Oh, there we go. Okay, there you go. I'll let you guys vote to your heart's content. Goomer says, your video on Mexicans leaving the USA is how I found you. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Yeah, you know, honestly, so, you know, the funny thing is that, you know, as, you know, the dollar, you know, the whole thing is going on with the dollar, the whole thing is going on with all that, you know what I mean? You know, less and less, let's say, Americans, Canadians, whatever, you know, they're moving out here for, you know, again, the obvious reasons, you know, but more Mexicans that, you know, Mexicans that moved to the USA, live there, and now that's it. They just, you know, same problems as everybody else. You know, they're moving back. Or a lot of young Mexicans, a lot of super young Mexicans that are just, again, they got no future in the USA, and they're like, all right, I'm just going to go back, you know, go back home, you know, go back to the homeland, even though they never stepped foot in Mexico, or only a few times, you know, visiting with family or whatever. So, yeah, man, I'm glad that video was awesome. By the way, thanks again. Shout out to you, Mr. Lodak. But yeah, at the end of the day, what was I going to say? Yeah, man, very recently, a lot of the people that I've been having Zoom conversations with or whatever with, you know, I have been, you know, have been with a lot of you guys, you know, that are, you know, just Mexican heritage, you know, Mexican background. Very surprised by that because, again, you know, you guys have a leg up, you know, you guys are Mexican and you speak Spanish for the most part. Oh, shout out to Linda out there with, you know, $15 PayPal. Woohoo! Shout out to you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Muchas gracias. ¿Dónde está la guagua? Yeah, where is the bus? The wheels on the bus go round and round. Round and round, round and round.
Bruh.
Anyways. Okay. Un segundo, por favor. 1 second. Hold on. You know, does anyone out there, because I do these sometimes, anyone out there want me to take any celebratory shots? You guys want to send some fat donations and see me drunk? You know, we can do that, you know, if anyone's interested in that. Hype. All right, let me see how many people speak Spanish. Oh, wow. 70% of you guys out there speak the Spanish. All right, let's do, what should we do? Hey, Lodak, what price? I'm going to let Lodak pick, all right? So you guys can pick on him, all right? If people want to donate, you know, to celebrate 15,000 subscribers, a set amount for me to take a shot, you know, what would it be? All right, I'll let Lodak set the prices. I don't want to sound like I don't want to be like a, you know, a moocher here. I feel like all I've been doing is asking for freaking money in this episode. I'm such, you know what, forget it. I think it's a bad idea, forget it. You know what, we're gonna do the GoFundMe, all right? Forget about it. I'm gonna do a shot anyway. We're gonna do the GoFundMe, I'll do a shot for free, all right? I'll do a shot for free. Oh, we got $10. All right, 15 for 15K. All right, sounds fair. Fair enough. We're trying to get. By the way, I'm only gonna be live for a little longer. So look at that. We got some real Cuban rum from Cuba. All right. Look, you see, we got the seal, the Cuban seal from Cuba. You see it there? Cool, right? So I normally don't take shots of anything, really. So, but we'll do a shot, some Cuban rum. By the way, this is fake stunt rum, all right, for YouTube. You know, it's just fake alcohol, okay? This is just caramel water. Just look at it like that, caramel water. All right, so shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to Brian out there for the $10 super chat. Thank you very much. All right, shout out to everyone out there. Hope you guys are also celebrating as well. Whatever it is, you know? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, everywhere. All right, let me get some, I gotta get some water. I'm not a big alcohol guy. I'm sorry, I'm not a big sugar water guy. All right, this is gonna destroy my stomach. Like I said, I was at the beach all day yesterday. I'll leave it at that. That's why I haven't drank today, all right? So. Ooh. Yeah, I never drink this. Man, yeah. Oh, it's good. Caramel water. Hey, what address is that, Lodak? Ooh. Oh, thank you, Arlene, for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Whew. My God. No strong. Oh, yeah, okay, thanks, Lodak. No, yeah, because I don't even know I got the right addresses on there anymore. Oh, God, don't get me started on all that right now. I gotta get ready for the next bull run, though. Still got time. You know, I think it's gonna dump. I told you it's gonna dump. I know you don't listen. You guys don't listen out there, but it's gonna dump. Oh, someone sent me $5 in Monero. Oh, cool. Shout out to you. Whoever that was. Because it's a secret. Alright, so I got my wallet open. Let me see. What's my address? Alright, I think it's the same address you posted. Yeah, you should test with just one Bitcoin. Just in case. Hey, hola. Oof, this music's terrible. Anyway, shout out to everyone out there. Oh, shout out to Don Ricky with the $5 super chat. Cervezas all around for everybody. Thank you. And thanks to Arlene again for the $5 as well. right, so I'll leave the wallet open. 1 second. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Left you alone on the beach there. Anyways, I got my wallet open in case anyone decides to send me crypto. Someone did send $5 in crypto in Monero. But anyways, I am going to be asking the question of where you guys want me to travel to. And also, you know, do the whole GoFundMe. We'll figure all that out, okay? But only because you guys asked for it, okay? So we'll definitely do it. And we'll definitely plan it soon. You know, meaning let's see if we can do it. You know, for the holiday season. You know, we'll travel for the holiday season. All right. So we'll do something like that. Oh, we got Sylvia out there with a $4 super chat. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Oh, we got. Oh, that's what you said. $15. All right. We got Lodak. Also sent me another $15. Because he wants me to take another shot. Funny guy. Funny guy. Oh, alright. Okay. That's what he said, 15. But anyway, shout out to you, bro. Trust me, I won't ever forget the magical night. How long has it been, man? It was definitely during football season. Alright, whatever. By the way, I cannot wait for football season. Hope anyone out there football fans? All right. So Lodak sent me $15 super chat. Sorry, he sent me $15 through the Cash App. Okay, we got Sylvia with $4. Okay. Thank you so much, very muchi. Okay. Take another one down the hatch. Look, meta as hell. Look, I'm literally going in the water. Look at me. Look in the water. Look at the film. I am already very intoxicated, all right, on many other things. Life. I'm intoxicated in life, okay? This is just sugar water, guys, okay? Just caramel with some water, fermented for many months. Another one down the hatch. Woo-wee! Shout out to you, brother. Thank you very much. And the celebration started a little late, but we started. I know a lot of you guys had a lot of questions and all that other stuff, but salute. All right, now we're starting to get drunk. I mean, happy. I mean, anyways. Hey, by the way, so Christian was just in the room. She was asking me what I wanted on my pizza. What a lucky guy. Gonna have pizza for dinner. Man, yesterday we went to the beach and we got so fucked up. Man, we were gonna have dinner when we got home, just order, eat something, whatever. And man, we got so fucking up. Yeah, we barely made it home. But we had a great time at the beach, man. Man, what a beautiful day at the beach. I'm not gonna lie. We saw the sunset. Beautiful day. I mean, we didn't get sloppy, horrible drunk. It was just, drunk. And a lot of sun don't mix, but we made it home. We had a great time. But I mean, long story short, we were not hungry is what I'm saying. That's all it was. We were just not hungry. But now today, I am starving because all I had yesterday was just a few sandwiches and, just a bunch of crap, all the stuff that you eat when you're at the beach, getting drunk. I will. She says hola. By the way, she says hola to everybody, all right? Kristen says hola to everybody. I will definitely say hola for you guys as well, especially you, Lodak. I know. But hey, like I said, Lodak, hey, the cooking content, cooking is coming soon. All right. So in the next few months, we're gonna start dedicating a lot of time to cooking and all that stuff. So hope you guys are ready for that. I know it's starting to get late out there. It's already like 10:30 in the East Coast, right? It's only 8:30 p.m. Mexico time. But you know, let's do a quick little poll. Where would you guys like me to visit? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna ask the question again more formally. All right. So the question I asked earlier, the last question I asked 15 minutes ago, says, "Do you speak the Spanish?" And 62% says yes. Sí. Okay, let's ask another question. All right, one more question. Let's go to the questions. Questions. Okay, but we're gonna start asking the preliminary questions again. I don't know what. I don't even know where we could visit. I don't even know. Man. I think I'm just gonna ask you guys straight up because there's too many options. I'm not gonna be typing 30 options here. Okay, so where would you guys like me to visit? Morelos. Okay. I heard some of you guys say Michoacán, Puebla. Monterrey. Yeah, you know, Monterrey, I really want to see Monterrey, but I heard it's crazy expensive. I also want to visit Guadalajara. So, I've been to Oaxaca. I would love to go to Oaxaca again. Bacalar, I think we're going to go to Bacalar, hopefully with some friends. I think David, I don't know if David's still out there in the chat. If he's still out there in the chat, well, hopefully we'll be going out there. Utah. Listen, brother, trust me, if I go to Utah, you'll be you'll be the first person I look up. All right? You and my other friend, all right? Definitely we'll all get together, all right? Have some fun. Yeah, broken Spanish counts, don't worry. Oh, thank you, Roger Diaz. There is no car leasing in Mexico. You can definitely get a car, what is it, like, have like a car note, you know, pay like a monthly whatever, but not. You know, how about this? I know the question. I got a better question. Do you guys want me to visit Okay. So I'm asking you guys, okay? Do you guys want me to visit somewhere in Mexico, like another place in Mexico, or would you like me to visit another country altogether? Oh, look at that. We got a Bitcoin donation. Oh, shout out to you. Oh, German. Is it German? I'm guessing it's German. Herman, shout out to Herman. Oh, I got it, Herman. Thank you. Man, you sent me $15 and it's already worth 17. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to you. Muchas gracias. But yeah, we gotta start earning. We gotta start saving that Bitcoin again real soon. You know. What was I gonna say? I've already been to Cuba. I would love to go to Cuba again, but Cuba's expensive. I really would love to go to Cuba again. But I already been to Cuba. I would love to go to Japan. I would love to go to other countries, you know. But yeah, I mean, would you guys want me to visit another country, or you guys want me to visit another part of Mexico? Yeah, but as soon as you said Japan, Edge, I was like, yeah, man, you know, honestly. And the thing is that with the peso, you know, we can go to Japan and it's actually cheap. It's actually very cheap, you know. So actually traveling abroad, you know, would be very cheap, you know, for the most part. So honestly. So that's why I'm asking as well. And that's also the channel. The channel's called Jose Ortega Travels, and I don't do much traveling. So let's just keep that honest too, right?
Bruh.
I gotta do some more traveling. But anyway, oh yeah, so, all right, Herman, you know, Herman sent me a donation. So we're gonna take another shot. Okay, so, I mean, I know it wasn't, but we're gonna take another shot. Herman. So again, $15 donation per shot for anyone that would like to see me get drunk. So we're basically gonna keep doing this until we get the pizza. Once the pizza shows up. It's time to go. Thank you, Herman. Shout out to all 15,000 plus subscribers out there. Love you guys. Wouldn't be here without you guys. Love you. Yummy. Shout out to everybody. How many shots is that? That's 3 shots already, right? Alright, gotta light up the... You know, after that many shots, right? By the way, you know how awesome it is to live in today's world in which I could just, you know, this is how I can make a living, you know, by helping you guys out, you know what I mean? And just sitting here enjoying life. You know, how cool is it that, like, you know, we get to sit out here and talk to each other. You know, drink with each other, have fun with each other, enjoy each other, you know, have questions, you know, answered, talk, you know, live. How crazy is that? You know what I mean? Like the world that we're living in. So many people are so scared of the future. And it's like, man, you know, they only understood it better, you know? But it's a beautiful world, you know, that we're moving into. And this is so cool that I get to interact with my audience, you know, constantly. You know, right now, we're just celebrating, we're taking shots, having fun, and enjoying life. So, and, you know, again, we were answering questions earlier. So that's right. The 3 shots of sugar water. We love you. I love you guys too. Trust me. I love all of you guys. Come to Tabasco. Okay. Yeah, I heard of Tabasco. Oh, what am I drinking? I'm drinking this right here, cheap rum. Because I don't have tequila or anything like that here. I'm not a big drinker per se. I love whiskey, okay, but I'm not a big. Anyways, I get this because it's so cheap. I'm Cuban, and you know, why not? You know what I mean? I always have to have a bottle of this in the house. It's like, again, $15 for a whole bottle. All right, so it's, you know, why not? And then, you know, just use it for a billion things, you know. Mainly drinking, but it's very smooth, very nice. In fact, it's so good. It's so good. It's almost like a whiskey, you know, in a sense. It's like a nice, you know, it's good. It's like a sweet whiskey, you know. Look, how about this? I would rather take a shot of this or sip. I would rather sip this than like Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker is way sweeter than this. This is a different kind of sweet. It's like a caramel. And then like something like Johnny Walker's like sweet. I don't know. Not a fan. I like the whiskeys, you know, that are like, again, like the Jamesons or whatever. I like the wood, you know, like sucking on wood flavor. So yeah, I'm already starting to get hot. In fact, I'm gonna turn the fan on. I'm gonna turn the fan on. If the fan noise is too much, let me know. Yeah, we're just ordering a cheap pizza, you know? So crazy. Acapulco. You know, I don't know about Acapulco. You know, just because it's like I already have like a similar thing here. You know, I'm not looking to go to another beach. How about that? I'm not really, unless it's like Fiji. You know, we're going to Fiji. All right, we'll do Fiji, you know, but I'm not looking to go to another beach per se. You know what I mean? Well, I just turned the fan on right now. So let me know if you notice it right now, okay? Because it's on right now. It's very loud compared to... Because I don't have the fan on. It's, you know, it's freaking hot out here, so... And now, you know, I've already had a few shots of sugar water. You know, that shit gets your blood going. Anyway, shout out to everybody out there. Am I a businessman? Yes. I am. I am a businessman. Morelia. Yeah, I would love to visit Morelia. Okay, thank you, Lord. I appreciate it. Oh, vamos a Yerevan, Armenia. Man, I would love to visit Eastern Europe. You know, I know it's you know, maybe not the best place to visit right now in certain areas. You know, Ukraine. But you know, I would love to visit Eastern Europe. It's one of the places I really, you know, yeah, Europe. I would love to visit Europe. Yeah, we got to do another meetup. I haven't done a meetup in I think years now. I haven't done a meetup in a long time. What was the biggest challenge as a Cuban American you faced when moving to Mexico? Man, honestly, not much of a challenge. I honestly thought that, you know, Mexicans didn't like Cubans because in the USA, Mexicans and Cubans don't necessarily get along too well. Even though one of my first girlfriends was Mexican, but that's another story. But long story short, they didn't get along too well, and so I just thought, man, it's probably not going to be very good for me out here. But you know, the reality is that like they love Cubans. Like, yes, there's going to be a lot of people that, you know, I mean, there's going to be certain people that are racist and don't like Cubans or Cuban Americans. But, you know, the reality is that I have gotten so much awesome reception, you know, everywhere I've gone, you know, as a Cuban, you know, so, or a Cuban American or whatever, you know. But yeah, no, it's actually been really well. I mean, I haven't really had any hiccups per se. It's actually served me very well. And especially in this area. In other parts of Mexico, it's been more like a novelty. Oh, cool, you're Cuban. Oh, wow, that's awesome, blah, 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 blah. But in this part of Mexico, the Yucatan, there's a lot of Cuban influence. You know, we're really close to Cuba, you know, right in the Caribbean. You know, a lot of history between Cuba, the Spanish Empire, Yucatan, all this stuff. But long story short, I haven't had any problems at all. You know what I mean? So, it's actually been very helpful that I'm Cuban, to tell you the truth. So, hope that helps. Well, I don't know about my birthday, Herman. You know, I want to kind of do that. But I'll definitely look. How about this? I'm looking into maybe doing another meetup in the future. All right, so we'll look into that. I'll definitely let everybody know, let you guys know. But you know, the thing is, how about this? I'm gonna be, like I said, the business I'm gonna be launching very, very, very soon. You know, you guys are going to be able to visit me, and it's going to be like a meetup in a sense. You know what I mean? So don't worry. You know, once I launch the business, you guys will be able to come see me, visit me all the time. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. It'll be fun. All right? You'll see. So don't worry, Herman. I promise. You know, we'll do something equivalent to that. All right? Well, you know what? How about this, man? Maybe in the future we can go visit you, because I know where. You know, can I say where you live or where you're at? But I would love to go visit you out there. That, you know, I really, really want to go visit. You know, where you're at. And you know, if you could give us a guided tour, that would be even freaking better, you know. But yes, man, you know, that would be awesome. So, oh, okay, so I asked a question: do you guys want me to visit somewhere in Mexico or another country altogether? 82% somewhere in Mexico. All right, forget it. If I'm gonna go to Japan, I gotta fund that shit on my own, right? So,
Bruh.
If I go to Japan like PewDiePie, I gotta fund that shit on my own. All right, I got it. I get it. All right, no, but that's fine. You know, we'll go to another part of Mexico. Mexico to me is, you know, just like the USA. Every single part of the USA is very unique, and it could almost be its own country in many, you know, many places or whatever, many areas. So yeah, same thing with Mexico, 100%. So yeah, 1,000,000%. Oh, thank you, Miss Sam. Really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Why don't Cubans and Mexicans get along in the USA? You know, that's a very complicated question. But I think it's, you know, I think things are changed now. But back in the day, it was just simply because a Cuban back in the day, you know, they used to be able to just step on the U.S. ground, and as soon as a Cuban from Cuba would step on ground in the USA, they would get residency, food stamps, you know, all this, you know, government help, you know, just for stepping on U.S. ground, you know, because of political asylum from Cuba, whatever. And Mexicans, you know, I know Mexicans that have been in the USA 20 plus years and they still haven't been able to get residency. So, you know, I think animosity towards that. But I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can think of. But when I've been in Mexico, it's been the opposite, because since there's no immigration issue like that, they don't give a crap. They just look at me like a Cuban. And that's another thing too. When I was in Miami, I was very isolated, and, you know, I was born and raised in Miami, you know, so like my first 30 years, you know, very isolated, and, you know, the whole, you know, when I'm a Cuban in Miami, you know, we're all Cuban, whatever, but when I would leave Miami and just go to other parts of, you know, Florida, you know, I wasn't looked upon very nice, so I thought that the rest of the country didn't care for us. But then when I lived in Seattle, lived in LA, lived in other parts of the country, people loved that I was Cuban. They were like, oh my God, you're Cuban? Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden I was like, that's awesome. I'm kind of happy and glad I'm Cuban. So it's translated very well out here, where for the most part, you know, people think, you know, love that I'm Cuban, and they definitely love that I'm Cuban American, you know, on certain occasions, you know, but anyways. Lodak says, I ran into Opie the other night. He's been busy working on like 100. Yeah, I know. I talked to Opie the other day as well. I sent him a message. I don't know what it was. It was something I sent him. I saw something online. I sent him a message, whatever. But yeah, you know, just like I'll send you a message every once in a while. But anyways. But yeah, I talked to him recently. I know he's doing well. You know, I'm glad the old gang is doing well. I talked to Susan the other day. Yeah, Susan. She hit me up, I think, on Facebook or something, and she's out there. She's in Mexico. She moved to Mexico. So she's doing very well, very happy. So she says hi to you guys as well. Hi to everybody. Talking to the old gang out there. I know there's a lot of people watching in the audience right now have no idea who the fuck I'm talking about. But this is the old gang. You know, back when I moved to Mexico, and I used to do live streams for 5 people, and these 5 people were the ones in the chat, okay, among other people. You know, sometimes we get like 10 if that many. But it's so funny right now. I got like, you know, 60, 70, 100 people at a time. And but like I said, I'm going back to cooking. You know, we're gonna go back to doing that. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that. Yeah, it was so surprising to hear about Susan. I'm not gonna lie, it was out of the blue. And by the way, it was like a few weeks ago, and but I mean, you know, because, you know, we have all the thoughts, you know, not good ones, but very, very, very happy to hear she was doing very well, and living in Mexico of all places, and you know, very happy, you know, and yeah, she seemed very happy and very, you know, very well. So. Have I heard about Hanson? Yeah, I think he's at the local Target. You know, I talk to Hanson from time to time. I don't have too much time to talk to him these days because he's always at the local Target, you know, checking people's shoes out. I don't know if he's in the audience or not. But yeah, actually, I talk to him a lot. You know, shout out to him. Good friend. Very good guy. Good people. You know what, man? Maybe what we should do in the future, if you guys are up for it, you know, the old gang, you know, we should do a meetup, you know, the old gang meetup, all right? So, anyways, I know a lot of people in the audience have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but anyways, shout out to everyone out there. I love you guys. Can you buy fireworks in Merida? Yes, yeah, people throw fireworks all the time. You know, honestly, I have no idea where you can get fireworks. But I mean, look, for example, I got a church that, you know, every neighborhood has a church within a few blocks away. But anyways, I got the local church not too far away, and you know, they have fireworks all the time. I don't know where they get them, but they're really good fireworks, okay? The fireworks that make Gizmo go hide under the bed, all right? Shout out to everybody. Oh my God. You know, shout out to... Anyways. By the way, does anyone have any more questions? Anything? I think we're going to be, you know, kind of closing this bad boy up. Look, if anybody wants to buy me a shot for $15, go right ahead. Otherwise, or you guys have any more questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think we're going to be wrapping this bad boy up real soon. Give me 1 segundo. Let me check on the pizza situation. I'm hungry. Hold on, let me play some music. Hold on, let me play a little music out there. What breed is Gizmo? Gizmo is, I don't know. Honestly, the older he gets, the more he looks like Cheems. So he is a Cheems. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Okay, so he's more like a Cheems. So look, I don't know the breed, but he's a Cheems breed. You can look up the breed real quick on Google, all right? Oh yeah, I forgot the music. Jeez, they've already had one too many donations tonight. Hey guys, I got a surprise for you. Woo! Yeah, she's like, it's so bright in here. Yeah, no. Lorax te manda saludos.
Hola, Lorax.
Hace rato que no lo veo ahí también. Shout out to everybody out there. And I can't shout out. Me preguntaron qué perro es Cheems, qué perro es Gizmo. Yo le dije que Cheems.
No, es una raza, es mestizo.
Oh, he's a mixed breed. Gizmo's a mixed breed, but he's Cheems. Cheems. Se parece a Cheems, ¿no?
Se parece, pero región 5.
All right. He looks like him, but not. Right? Región 5.
Región 5 es cuando dice así como que sí, pero como que...
Okay, so yeah, he's Cheems. So he's Cheems. Hola. Buena grande también, ¿o no?
Se van a ver mis poros. Ay, perdón los pelos. Me acaba de salir.
Oh, she just came from the pool, so she smells like chlorine. Right? Her hair always smells like chlorine.
Sí, por eso están los pelos así todos.
But yeah, she takes swimming lessons like not too far from here, right?
No, a 2 cuadras.
Like a few blocks from here. That's it. Hola, hola.
Hola a todos. Ay, ¿cuántas personas hay?
No, ahorita como 65. Pero la tabla, ellos quieren, ¿cómo se dice? Fundar ¿cómo se llama? Un viaje a un lugar. O sea, ellos quieren fundar para que nosotros nos vayamos una semana a algún lado. Pero te sabes, tengo que hacer videos, obvio. ¿Te molesta? ¿No? ¿Quieres ir? ¿A dónde quieres ir? ¿Dónde tú quieres ir?
¿De México? ¿De dónde?
Ya, México, México. No, le pregunté. No, mire, ya le pregunté porque eso, mira. La pregunté aquí, dice.
Ah, ok, México.
Okay.
Pues no sé qué parte de México les
¿Dónde tú
gustaría
quisieras
ver,
ir?
¿no?
Bueno, yeah, todo el mundo ha dicho todo tipo de lado. By the way, I'm sorry if you guys don't understand what we're saying. I'm just asking her right now. She speaks English, right? Speak English, por favor. Anyways, she speaks English, and but long story short, I just asking her straight up, hey, what you guys were saying about funding a trip to go somewhere so we can make some episodes and all that good stuff. And so we've already been to Oaxaca, right? So Oaxaca, no, I mean we love Oaxaca, but yeah, we've already been there multiple times. We've already been to Mexico City, right? Multiple times. But where would you like to go? I told them about Ensenada, porque my friend in Ensenada.
Ah, también.
So yeah, so Ensenada, but it seems like nobody cares about Ensenada. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah.
Pues no, porque está cerca de,
Yeah.
de la frontera, yo
Yeah.
creo por eso.
I think so. Yeah. But what do you think? Where would you like? See, like people like Querétaro, Veracruz,
Hermosa, wow.
Villahermosa. Yeah, ¿te gustaría ir? No.
No, feo, es feo.
Ah, no. Look, Kat. I'm gonna be with Katy ahí.
No, no,
Chris is not a fan of Villahermosa, Campeche.
boring.
See, not a fan of boring. And so we already live in a pretty boring state. Nothing wrong with that. You know, again, look, the background is. Échate un poquito más para. Okay. A mí, no. Ya sentate.
Sí, me quiero sentar. Voy por un banquito.
Anyways, you know, we're looking to visit somewhere that's nothing, just nothing like where we live. So you know, Campeche, you know, or you know, it's very similar to here.
Sí, no hay mucho que ver.
It's just boring, you know, quiet. Which is nothing wrong with that, but I mean, you know, nothing really to see there per
Estoy
se.
entre, por ejemplo, Guanajuato.
¿Quiere ver a Guanajuato? Really?
Ahí están las momias. Quiero ver las momias. Nunca he visto las momias.
Momias.
¿Mami? ¿Cómo se
Yeah,
llama?
man, pero qué momia.
Pues las momias de Guanajuato.
Okay, so she wants to go to Guanajuato to go see the mummies of Guanajuato. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, sure, whatever.
Patasco para comprar plata.
¿A dónde?
Taxco para
Oh,
comprar plata.
yeah. You know what? We would really love to go to Taxo, right?
Taxco.
Okay, vamos.
Con X. Ándale.
We would really love to go to Taxco because that's like the silver capital of Mexico, right?
Dice, ay, soy Michoacán. Michoacán, no, gracias. No creo que me balacen.
She goes. She doesn't want to go to Michoacan. She doesn't want to get shot by the cartel
Or kidnap.
or kidnapped. See, look, she believes the propaganda too. You see?
¿Qué propaganda? Los mismos mexicanos dicen eso, ¿no? Los gringos.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it is pretty dangerous in some parts of Michoacan. But anyways.
Guanajuato, close to Querétaro, sí.
But yeah, so Guanajuato, Querétaro, right?
¿Guanajuato es bonito o Chiapas, que está cerca?
Oh, you want to go Chiapas? Okay, it's just Chiapas.
También es a good option.
So Guanajuato, Querétaro. But if we go to Guanajuato, ¿quieres ir a Querétaro también o no?
¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal?
I think isn't Guanajuato and Querétaro and all those places pretty close because maybe we can like go out there, rent a car, and maybe visit a few places or spend.
Ahí está, dice Don Rique, the Mummy Museum is great in Guanajuato. Go el Día de los Muertos. Ahí está. ¿Viste?
Okay, maybe we'll do that. How about this? Would you guys like that? We can go to Guanajuato for el Día de los Muertos, and you know we could do that. Yeah, because that's like in October. Late October, early November. All right, by the way, real quick announcement. ¿Quieres tomarte uno o no? Okay. So Mary Bolger. Oh, sorry. Well, Mary, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to put your last name on blast there. Sorry. Anyways, Mary sent me $15. All right, for another shot. Gracias. For another shot. Okay, so. All right, so shout out to Mary, all right? You're getting me drunk out here. Shot número 4. All right, there you go, look.
Se está volviendo alcohólico mi esposo.
See, you guys are turning me into an alcoholic. See, she's mad at you guys. Are you mad? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
She's turning me, he's like, you guys are turning me into a Mexican. Right?
Bruh.
See? A drunk husband of that. Anyways, all right, let's take the, all right.
Está Querétaro, San Miguel de Allende,
Woo!
Guanajuato.
Woo! Oof. Thank you, Mary. Shout out to you. That pizza's gonna be very nice. The drunker I get, the tastier the pizza's gonna get, and the more difficult tomorrow morning is gonna be. We gotta wake up early tomorrow, right now.
No, para acá.
Fuck. By the way, so you guys are only gonna give me a horrible hangover for tomorrow. I hope you guys are happy and proud of yourselves because I gotta wake up really early tomorrow, right? So.
Ahí está, es entre Chiapas y Guanajuato.
Okay, bueno, es la gente que están viendo ahora. I'm gonna do a poll. But I mean, honestly, look. The question is, I think honestly they want us to visit wherever the hell we want to visit. ¿Me entendiste, no?
¿Qué?
Que ellos quieren que visiten donde queremos ir, pero al mismo tiempo, ¿sabes? Si no estamos decididos, tal vez quería hacer como un poll, you know?
¿Qué es un poll?
Una encuesta.
Ah, una encuesta, sí.
A ver dónde quiere que vaya. Pero ¿dónde tú quisieras ir, de verdad? Chiapas, ¿verdad? A San Cristóbal.
Está bonito, pero sí, está bien. O sea, mientras sea verano, sí, porque en invierno hace mucho frío ahí.
No, but we're gonna go soon. Oh, by the way, shout out to Vladimir from Ukraine. Shout out to you. Oh my God.
¿A quién? Wow.
Hope you guys are doing all right over there in the Ukraine. You know, we're also having a war out here, but well, you already know.
No,
You like the hair like that?
sí.
Really? Okay. See, I don't know.
Está bien así. O sea, como que en ondita.
Okay, look at that. Christian likes that. Do you guys like this haircut? I mean, do you like this hairstyle better or the old Jose?
O así.
What do you like? Do you like this hairstyle or?
O así.
So do you like Jose's hairstyle or ese? All right, do you like Jose's hairstyle or Christian's hairstyle?
Praying for Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right. What do you look at that? Are you sure?
Solo con ponte acá.
Right.
Échalo para acá.
Me looking at my own hair.
Bruh.
Okay.
Viejo José.
Yeah, thanks, Don Ricky. So you like Christian's hair? Okay, this is Christian's hair or my hair, the one you've been watching for hours already. Okay, so I think we're gonna do a poll. We're gonna do a poll later on, like a community poll, in which we're gonna ask you in the audience, where you want me to visit. So I see that Vladimir wants me to visit Ukraine. I got a few votes for Japan, but everybody wants me to visit Mexico. So we got to visit somewhere in Mexico. So we got Guanajuato, Querétaro. Where else? Okay. San Cristobal de las Casas, which is in Chiapas. We can go there. We're going to go probably to Bacalar or something. Was it Bacalar? Bacalar?
Bacalar.
Bacalar. We're probably going to go to Bacalar. Hey, Gizmo. You guys want to see Gizmo? Enseño Gizmo. Where's he at? Gizmo. There he is.
Ahí está contigo, ven. Aquí. Mira.
Hola. Where's he at?
Está oliendo el alcohol.
She smells something.
¿Ah?
He smells something. She thinks. ¿Tú crees que le gusta la moda? No?
Casi la siente y así.
Wonder if Gizmo likes the herbs. When I smoke the herbs. Anyways, we're here waiting on the pizza. Anyways, if you guys want me to take a shot, $15. I'm sorry, I think I was reading some old comments. You were taking. Never mind. Visit Chernobyl. Listen, man, I'm not gonna lie. I've said it multiple times. I would love to visit Eastern Europe, and I would love to visit, all those places. But we'll leave that for the future. Right now, we're just sticking to Mexico, ¿verdad? So, but nobody mentioned San Cristobal de las Casas, I think.
Eso es muy popular, eso sí.
Mira, Tolua, Hidalgo.
Tula.
Tula, Hidalgo, no? You like to visit it? Tula, Hidalgo. No, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You know where I would love to visit? Where she said, which is Taxco, the silver capital of Mexico. You know what? Let me ask you a question. Do you guys want me to visit Taxco or not? All right, so let's ask another quick poll. Because I know I talk about this stuff in the chat. I mean, I talk about this a lot on my channel. Because I'm not gonna lie, Mexico's awesome. I want to visit all of Mexico, every single corner of it. I've seen a lot of the USA, and I recommend it highly for anyone that can travel across the USA and see a lot of it. But the same thing with Mexico. I want to do the same thing, and I would love, but I want to visit places people don't really visit per se. So I would love to visit Taxco, which is the silver capital. Because again, look, I mean, I have it right here on my desk. I'm constantly, people have like those vision boards and all that crap, but I always have my Mexican silver, right? Do you like Mexican silver? ¿Te gusta la plata? Te digo.
Me gusta la joyería.
No, but anyway, she loves us. She goes, I love jewelry. Yeah, I know, you're a woman, but I'm saying, it's like, do you like?
No, just because because I'm a woman, because I'm an artist, and there's a real artist in jewelry and Taxco too.
Ah, okay. So there's a lot.
Ajá.
There's a lot of. Oh, okay. There's a lot of art in Taxco. Okay.
Pero en joyería.
Yeah. A lot of silver jewelry in Taxco. A lot of Taxco. In fact, te puedo decir un poquito de tu familia, plata, que van a visitar.
Ah, sí.
Yeah, okay, so she's had even family that that are in the silver business and the gold business, like that, that business, and they go visit there all the time to buy silver and bring it back to Merida to sell for either ¿cómo se dice? To sell for spot or over spot. Because look, right now the bank, I know people don't want to hear about this, whatever. I think you do.
No queremos, no.
Nah, see, she doesn't care about economics or. But long story short, the bank these days will pay you they'll pay you over $1 over spot for silver. So imagine going to a place where you can buy silver right out of the mine and whatever. But anyways, pero si vamos ahí, yo voy a hablar un poco, voy a hablar de eso y todo ese pedo, no te importa. No, pero you know what, yo creo que voy a hacer videos que voy a grabar mucho y después yo hablo después.
Así sí, porque cuando hablas en la calle.
Okay, so look, this is what because look, listen, by the way, because a lot of people are always asking, how come she is not in the videos? You know why? Because she's not a YouTuber. I'm the YouTuber. She's just my wife. That's it. That's not what she's an artist.
I don't like to figure it out in camera. I don't like.
Yeah, she doesn't like to be on camera.
I'm an introverted person, so.
She's introverted. She's not a big fan of the camera, whatever. Even though she's great at public speaking, she's teaching a class at the university. Don't get me started. But, whatever. Anyways, long story short, the point I'm making is that when we're making videos, she's, especially when we're going to travel, probably the Taxco. Let's look at the poll. By the way, what is the poll? Oh, look, okay, everybody says yes. Well, whoever's watching, 18% of you guys say yes.
Aunque Guerrero sí es un lugar bastante peligrosito, ¿eh? O sea, sí lo es. O sea, Guerrero sí.
All right, so the silver mines are very dangerous.
Más o menos peligroso. De todas formas, le voy a preguntar a mi madre.
All right, so we're gonna go anyway. All right, don't matter.
Ask my stepmother.
Yeah, don't worry, it's okay. Dangerous.
She goes frequently.
Yeah, she's in the cooking videos, stuff like that. That's right. Will she be in the cooking videos and later? No, we're doing different kind of cooking in the future when I go back to that. But damn, I'm already kind of drunk. What was I saying? Oh yeah.
Porque ella no salva en los videos.
Yeah, how come she doesn't come on the videos? Okay, so long story short, it's just because again, that's not her cup of tea. But when we've already made a few videos together recently, in which she likes to appear in the videos, meaning we'll go out to El Centro, we'll go out to certain places, and I'll just film. But I'm not talking, I'm not doing the video, I'm just filming, and then later on I'll do some voiceover. So when we go to some of these places, in some places, obviously I'll do a little talking, during the vlogs, but I think most of the time, like 90% of the film I'm going to be doing when we travel is going to be, I'm going to film, and then I'll do a voiceover. I think that's a better product anyway, because I get to, add more details as opposed to just being there on the spot. But in long story short, it's going to be a mix of that. So I see you guys are voting. So please vote if you guys want me to visit there or not. I would love to visit there because I love silver. I love the things I talk about on the channel. I don't want to bore you guys, right? She's bored with all that. It's funny. Most Mexicans understand. No, it's la plata y todo eso, de la economía. Most Mexicans understand the economy. They buy gold and silver. They understand all that stuff. But it's boring. They understand it enough so that they're not in the situation that a lot of the debt-ridden world is these days. But anyways, long story short, I would love to visit there, even though she was just saying it's a dangerous spot. It's in Guerrero, no? Yeah, so the silver mines.
Es una de las zonas de conflicto, de hecho, del cartel.
Okay, so in Guerrero, in the area of Taxco, which it makes sense, is a very heavily conflicted area with the cartels. I still want to visit, though. So you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some research with the family, and we'll see if that's gonna be one of the spots to visit. But I think we're gonna put we're gonna do a poll in the future.
Peso Pluma concert. Peso Pluma, he's a singer of banda, sí, no, banda corridos music. O sea, música de corrido, pero le llaman corrido tumbado.
Okay.
So he's a young Mexican singer. But he's from Mexico, but her parents are Lebanese. so it's kind of
Oh, really?
yes.
Interesting. Oh, so like Ariana Grande, right? Right? Is that so? It was a band.
Peso Pluma.
Peso Pluma is like the Mexican version of Ariana Grande, but not really, not really. Like
Not
like I
really.
mentioned, like a country band, but they're Lebanese. Right?
Sí,
Alright.
¿sabes? Es muy fifi, es muy fresita. Pero canta música para el pueblo, digamos.
Okay.
Pero como para nuevas generaciones.
Yeah, so honestly, no, yeah, Christian loves silver, she loves all that, but I'm saying she doesn't like talking about economics. It's boring. But she loves jewelry, gold, silver, all that. She grew up with that and understands the importance,
Yeah, when you're trading, it's exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
More
When
exciting.
when you're actually trading physical silver, gold, like she would used to do back when she was growing up. Yeah, because her parents, her family, right? She was into like buying and selling gold and silver and things like that, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, all right, we're gonna put Taxco Guerrero into the mix, but we're gonna do a vote, and I think the vote is gonna be like maybe los lugares para la encuesta, para que ellos escojan dónde vayamos. ¿Tú quieres mejor así o no?
Sí, sí.
Okay,
claro.
so I think Christian, she said that it'd be nice if we do a vote. We'll do a community vote, so how we do in the community tab where I'm always asking you guys questions in between videos. So we'll do one of those votes, and then we're going to figure out where we're going to, you guys are going to vote where we're going to go visit, okay? So because we would love to visit anywhere. So I think we're going to put Taxco, which is the silver mines. We'll put that. We'll put Guanajuato,
Ajá.
Querétaro,
Sí.
or no?
Querétaro.
Maybe not Querétaro. You know what? Because there's like 30 YouTubers in Querétaro right now. So, honestly, I don't really give a fuck. Yeah, no, right? Anyways. All right, so we'll do Guanajuato. We'll do Taxco. We'll do... ¿Tú quieres ver la Puerto Escondido en Oaxaca o no?
Ay, pero ese sí es un viaje largo, muy pesado.
Okay, we'll do Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca. I want to go visit the coast. Even though that's also pretty dangerous, I think, right? Or no?
No, no es peligroso.
No,
pero
no
solo
dangerous.
Es muy lejano. ¿No?
Okay.
O sea,
So,
es lo que te digo.
okay, we'll do maybe San Cristobal de las Casas in Chiapas. Right? Yeah. Where else? I mean, I don't know. We'll do... I'm trying to... Because I really want to do a poll in which you guys can just, ask and, just put all the cities. But the thing is that I'm restricted when I ask you guys the questions in the polls. I'm really kind of restricted to only like 5 places. I really want to visit Guadalajara. ¿Tú quisieras ir a Guadalajara? I would love to go visit Guadalajara just because, I hear many good things about Guadalajara, in which it's very a young city, very tech savvy. You're gonna find all the fucking ¿cómo se dice? All the anime conventions. All the anime technology conventions, all these other conventions. By the way, I'm pretty drunk. If you guys want to see me more drunk,
No.
$15 a shot. Anyways, so just I apologize, for the. ¿Estoy hablando bien o no?
Sí.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, she thinks I'm talking. Okay. Many YouTubers go to Taxco. Wait. We would honestly, I really want to go to a place where nobody goes. Tú quisieras ir, mira, tú sabes dónde están todos los negros en Oaxaca. Tú quisieras ir a un lugar así o no?
Sería interesante.
Okay, so like for example, there's a place in Oaxaca where it's just black people.
Otakus.
Black Mexicans. ¿Dónde?
Dice, Comer Zambrano, otakus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I used to be an otaku when I was in high school.
¿Dónde?
No, que yo solía ser un otaku cuando era
¿Qué es un
adolescente. Otaku es una persona que le gusta mucho el anime y que ve anime.
Oh, Mexicans, you know what?
Super fan of anime.
Man, I saw something the other day that I thought was really interesting. Mexicans and a lot of Latin America, but Mexicans love anime more than Japan. Right? Isn't that crazy? No, they do. I know everybody thinks, everybody in Japan loves manga. Everybody in Japan loves, anime. But really, I think Latin America loves more. I mean, I saw some videos, they were talking about that. And it was pretty interesting how Latin America, Mexico, you guys love anime. You watch anime. She watches anime right now. She knows all the animes.
Watching anime.
A lot of Mexicans do, right? A lot of her close friends. I mean, I'll go to their house and they got anime shit everywhere. Who the hell? What the hell? You know what I mean? Like it's yeah. Weeb? I don't know. Otaku is weeb. Oh, Goomer is. By the way, Goomer, how old are you, brother? Goomer es un mexicano de los Estados Unidos que ha visitado mucho México y quiere mudarse para acá, pero joven. How old are you, Goomer? I don't know what weeb is, bro. We're fucking boomers, bro. How old are you? She's 33. Okay, I don't want to say her age.
Yo no soy una juventud. Yo soy una flor de mi juventud.
She goes, I am very young. What are you talking about? You know, like.
Tú eres el viejo.
I'm gonna hit you with a chancleta later, right? Entra con una chancleta y dame, ¿no? Oh, you got one right there. Look. Yeah. Go ahead.
Chancletas.
Go ahead. Dame. See, look how much she loves me. She doesn't even want to hit me with a free shot to the head, you know, with the chancleta. No, thank you very much. Because I'm drunk. I can take like 100 chancletas to the face right now, no problem, you know. So, I literally have not eaten in over 24 hours.
I'm 24, dice.
Oh, wow. Goomer's 24? Wow, I just said 24. How crazy. Wow, you're very young. Yeah, okay, yeah, dude. I don't even know what the fuck a weeb is. Like a what? Like a dweeb? Is that what you mean? Is that a dweeb? I don't fucking know. Or what? What is dweeb? What is weeb? Goomer, you're probably like the youngest guy in the audience right now. So. I look forward to meeting a lady who uses chancleta for domestic justice. I totally agree. Yeah, right now we had like a roach on the floor and she's like, hey, get it with the chancleta. I'm like fucking stomping it with my bare feet.
That weeb is an English word for someone who likes anime. Oh, really?
Ah, okay. Oh, really? I don't know. Okay. So yeah, she's a weeb. Yes, Goomer says, I have to eat so I'm not so drunk. Well, how about I was crudo earlier, I'm drunk now, I'm definitely gonna be crudo tomorrow again.
¿Cómo se dice curar?
The life of a Mexican.
¿Cómo se dice curar? Cuando estás
Cure.
curando tu cruda.
Cure. So she's like, I gotta cure the
The
hangover. So yeah, I'm curing it with fucking straight shots of rum. By the way, I love you guys for not sending me money to take more shots. Thank you for having mercy on my soul. I appreciate you guys. No, wait.
And his liver.
And my liver. Thank you for appreciating. Thank you for loving. Oh, Lodak says he turned 43 on the 7th. I turned 43. No.
In September.
No, 42.
43.
No, 42. 81. I turned 42 in September. I'm 41 right now. Shout out to me. Shout out to me for being 41. Yeah, I was born in 81, so I have 42 in September,
Okay.
right?
No sabes qué mes naciste.
I don't fucking know how old I am. I don't give a fuck either. But drunk, by the way. I hope you guys are enjoying. Hope you guys are enjoying this episode of Drunk Talk with me and you guys. Do I seem drunk or no? I just keep saying that I'm drunk, but I feel.
Te ves rojo.
She goes, I'm very red. Yeah, I know. Just because I got like, how about now? Am I still red? Yeah, I got so much sun yesterday.
I'm turning.
Oh wow, 29.
next
By the way, I am seeing in the algorithm as well. My audience, a lot of my audience used to be a lot of boomers, older people, retired people, and I'm seeing a lot of younger people and less boomers these days, less older people. By the way, she considers me a boomer, even though I think I'm Generation X. Right? What do you think? I'm a boomer or Generation X?
Boomer.
She thinks I'm a boomer. Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, I'm tipsy. I'm tripsy. Only me and God say when I'm drunk. Okay?
Dice, ni te has tomado, güey.
Bruh.
Exactly. Exactly. A goomer knows what's up. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. No, but I'm gonna empty stomach though. I have not eaten since yesterday, right? No, but I have not eaten since over 24 hours, right? 30 hours now. 30 hours without eating anything. And when I ate, I only had a few sandwiches and a bunch of fucking crap and a bunch of beers. I'm actually, I haven't eaten anything in a long time. Actually, I'm pretty fucking drunk right now. I am. My blood alcohol.
Drunk.
Exactly. I'm gonna. ¿Cómo se llama? Yeah, I'm gonna. Cierra ahí para el aire. Sorry. I am on a supermodel's diet right now, which is alcohol and cigarettes. So, all right. What was the question? I forgot what the question was. No, pero no cierre completo porque acuérdate. Yeah, we're waiting on the pizza. We're just gonna keep right hasta que llegue la pizza. All right. So, do we visit Taxco or not?
O nos van a pagar por vernos comer.
Yeah, 77% says yes. Okay. So we'll put Taxco into the, because there's only a few people watching right now. So and I don't know if people are gonna keep watching through this whole thing. So, anyways, what was the one next question? I think that's it, right? Any questions? Anything? I mean, what else? I don't know.
Some menudo.
Have some menudo. Yeah, I'm gonna have some pizzas. What I'm gonna have. Yeah, I gotta drink some more water. You're right. Add more water to my. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, everybody. Nah, I'll be fine. I'm not that. I'm a professional drinker now, living in Mexico, so I don't get that crudo anymore. I used to. You would have to be 60 to be a boomer. Well, these days anybody over 40 is a boomer, right?
Mine is an old people. An old.
Oh, okay, I got an old soul, ¿verdad?
Algo así.
She goes, I feel.
O sea que piensas como un viejo.
She goes, I think like a boomer. No, I don't. Toma electrolit in the mañana. Yeah, you gotta drink that shit. Just sweating to the oldies. Look, she's already drinking it now.
Pero yo porque hice ejercicio.
Sure. Right? Nah, estaba nadando. No, she was nadando. Yeah.
Bruh.
No, yeah, that's right. No, we drink that shit almost every day though. All the sweating and everything. MJC says, I just finished making fried chicken rice. Very yummy. Very yummy. Keith Woodson asks, are passports required to visit Mexico? Yes, they are. Thank you, Laval. Yes, I can't believe we got to over 15,000 subscribers already. 15,000 subscribers, ¿verdad? Al empezar del año estamos en 7,000 y ahora ya estamos ya más de 15,000. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, we were at 15,000 subscribers, and now we're over 15,000. A lot of growth. A lot of people probably thinking, oh, you got a lot of growth from the Tangerine travel interview thing. Not really. I can show you the stats. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like I've been growing very steadily, about 1,000 subscribers a month. When I did the interview, I grew substantially. It was a pretty good month. When I did the interview with Tangerine, it was pretty good month. Pretty good, month and a half, 2 months. But, then we're back to normal again, normal growth again. And, I mean, we don't do like 1,000 a month, but we do like 800, 900 subscribers a month. So, by this time next month, we might be doing 16,000 again. So, yeah. It grows pretty quick. The thing is, it's slow to grow, and then eventually it starts growing quickly. I don't know. I think every channel's different. Some people get to like 100,000 in like a week. So, anyways. ¿Quieres hablar de algo? All right, let's see the comments.
What's your favorite Mexican beer?
Oh, my favorite. Okay, ¿cuál es la tuya?
La negra modelo. O mucha oscura. O la bohemia.
Okay, so she loves Modelo Negro, Bohemia Oscura, which is dark Bohemia. What else? Okay, me too.
La León.
Me too. I like those. León. She likes León beer. But I like the same ones. Bohemia. I like Bohemia. I think better, right? Is Bohemia national?
Para Navidad, la Nochebuena.
Oh yeah, so like during Christmas or during the holidays, Bohemia does like a beer that's called
kind of a special edition.
A special edition beer, like Starbucks has pumpkin spice. Okay, so they got their version. It's not pumpkin spice. It's just a stronger beer. That's it. It's just, Noche Buena is just a stronger beer. So like for example, you got a dark Modelo or a dark Bohemia. Bohemia is nacional, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Okay, so you get a dark Bohemia, dark Modelo, and it's like 4.7 alcohol. and I think like Noche Buena is like what 5, 6 point, right? So Noche Buena is just stronger. That's all it is. You know what I mean? So that's what Noche Buena is translates to nice night. So basically, I mean, you know, those are great. I mean, because when you get like a bottle of wine, it's like 14% alcohol. So a beer with like 6% alcohol, very nice. You know, so. But yeah, but a Bohemia dark, it's just a regular dark beer that you get year round is like 4.7% alcohol. So, is my Spanish as good as my English? My English or my Spanish are not so good, all right? So my English and my Spanish are exactly the same, all right? Yo hablo el español muy bueno, pero es que yo soy cubano, entonces cuando yo me pongo a hablar cubano, imagínate tú, nadie me entiende. El único que me entiende es otro cubano, y ya tú sabes más o menos. Porque cuando yo me pongo a hablar cubano, ¿tú me entiendes lo que estoy diciendo o no? Ok, ella ni entiende lo que estoy diciendo. Porque imagínate tú, ahora yo estoy borracho hablando cubano, ya tú sabes, estoy acelerado. Ok, eso ya tú sabes. Ahora, un cubano me entiende perfectamente, pero cualquier otra persona que sabe hablar, cualquier otra persona que habla español igual que ella o cualquier otro, persona de cualquier otra parte de Latinoamérica o España, they can't keep up. All right, so does that make sense? So I speak Cuban. So in Mérida, I gotta speak Yucatecan Spanish, which is not Mexican Spanish. It's a variation of Mexican Spanish. Just like if you go to New Orleans or you go to Oakland, or you go to whatever, you're gonna speak, a different kind of English. But yeah, my Spanish is Cuban Spanish. So. I think that's it. Let me see. All right, let me see. What was the poll? Do we visit Taxco or not? Okay, so you guys are saying yes. All right. So we'll put Taxco on the places to visit. Pero ese es el número uno que quieres ir o no?
No es el número uno.
Okay, so we'll put Taxco as one of the options as the places to visit.
Puebla igual es bonito.
Oh, Puebla?
Puebla es bonito, pero está del otro lado, está del lado de Veracruz.
All right, we might go to Puebla because I want to go to Puebla too, and that's like a popular spot, and I heard it's really nice, and the food, right? The food is amazing, no? All right, so maybe we'll go to Puebla. We'll see. We'll do a poll. In fact, we would prefer, I already asked her, we would prefer a surprise. So we'll put like a bunch of places. We'll put like Puebla, Guanajuato, Guadalajara, Chiapas, Taxco, whatever. Write in, we'll do other. All right. Arlene says, habla bien rápido. Yeah, sí, entonces cuando yo estoy aquí en México, cuando yo estoy aquí en Mérida, yo tengo que hablar el español un poco mucho más despacio, yo tengo que hablar el español así como lo estoy hablando ahora, para que ella me entiende, para que los demás me puedan entender, para que, tú sabes, más nada. Pero en realidad yo soy cubano y como hablamos en español, o sea, como hablamos el español allá, ¿ya llegó? Oh, the pizza's here. All right, so pizza's here, guys. All right, so I think we're going to wrap this bad boy up. It's been a long episode today. I really appreciate all of you guys, with all the donations, all of you guys out there in the chat. All of you guys have been hanging out with me all day today, over 3 hours. We did a long stream celebrating over 15,000 subscribers. A lot of fun. Love you guys. But I think we're going to get out of here. The pizza's here. It's time to go. I'm hungry. We're going to eat. And I think that's it. So, all right, guys. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for hanging out today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I guess, just to reiterate, of all the things that we talked about, I guess we're going to do a GoFundMe so you guys, can fund the trip. And then we'll kind of play it by ear. We'll figure it out. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the poll first. We'll figure out where we're going to go. Then we'll do the GoFundMe once we figure out, like, the budget. And then we'll go from there. All right? But, yeah, it will be awesome. All right, pizza's here. Time to get out of here. Gotta feed this bad boy. All right, we're hungry. Love you guys. Thanks again for watching. Gizmo's barking thing. Thank you to the delivery guy. That's it. Love you guys. Thanks again for hanging out. See you guys on the next one. See you guys next Thursday. See you guys on Sunday when we drop a new video. All right, later, guys. Peace out. Bye.